Well, what do we have here? Yet another episode of Core, a video game podcast you all asked for, and we're delivering now, as promised. All right, I'm Scott Johnson. I got Bo Schwartz over there and John Jagger over there. Good morning. Or good afternoon.
Good
afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day, whatever.
Good day. We could have
good hello.
Good day's safe because it's any time, right? Unless it's night.
Except night. Then you say good night.
Unless you mean the day as in like the full 24-hour period of day.
If you say good night, it implies you're leaving.
Oh, yeah. Good night means you're leaving.
Like,
That's
if
true.
you go up to somebody and say good night, they will expect you to walk away.
Well, you got to say it like
conversation.
good night, hey? You got to put an
I think you do it evening if you want to further the conversation. Good evening can be followed by dialogue. Good night, you're walking away.
How do you feel about good morrow? That's like something, what's his name from?
Then I think you're a person worth talking to.
Kingdom Come Deliverance character. Good morrow. What's his name? Who's our guy? Forgot his name. Henry. Yeah, we love that guy. He's gonna win my favorite at the end of the year. Like, what game character stuck in your head most of the time during 2025? Henry from Kingdom Come 2, probably Deliverance 2. He's
I'm gonna have to put so many like quantifiers on my game of the year to get some variety in my game of the year awards.
So it's not all.
If I put those on, Henry would probably be my character of the year so far.
John's favorite bunch of French characters of the year.
Yeah.
His favorite game that featured a melting.
You know what? Maybe what I'll do. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a whole category that is the best of Claire Obscure. And we'll just eliminate it from all of the.
Eliminate all other games and just talk about Claire Obscure.
No, because then that frees me up to do like best character, and then I could pick somebody that isn't someone from Claire Obscure.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's go down that layer. Let's.
Yeah, I think that's going to be something that I have to figure out.
No, I think if it's a sweep, it's a sweep, John. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, you just gotta.
Baldur's Gate 3 levels of sweep.
You can't punish Claire Obscure for being too good. You know?
Yeah.
No, but it's a celebration of mini games. It's not a celebration.
Don't worry, your co-host got you covered.
Yeah, well,
your co-host who have not played it and are frustrating you by not playing it.
Yeah,
got you covered.
We got you covered on all the other games that came out this year. Don't worry, we're good.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm more pressuring Scott to finish Tsushima than anything.
Oh, good. I need it. I need it, especially this week because I had full intentions of playing that this week and I didn't. I didn't play it at all.
I think Scott needs more scrutiny on his life.
Yeah,
like every time is like Hollow Knight level of like scrutiny.
At this point, it is
Silksong coming out, and when Scott finishing.
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. I feel like the more I get told to play it, not just you guys, but everybody, the more I feel like rebelling against the wind and saying no.
I get that same way.
Yeah. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to fight my natural instincts to do that this time.
It also explains why you never play games that are popular.
Yeah.
Like, game comes out, everybody's talking about it, everybody's raving about it. You're like, not me.
Holding off.
It's not going to be me.
Sometimes
That's for
later.
Other people.
Yeah,
That's for people that like quality products.
I play really popular games eventually, but it's always when no one gives a shit about them anymore. And then I'll play it.
Let me ask you a question. If Claire Obscure Expedition 33, full title, had been very compatible and worked great on Steam Deck out of the gate, do you think you would have played it more?
Possibly. My understanding is right now it is actually super optimized for that device, but I don't know. It's a really good question. I do tend to prefer games that are good for me to take with me so that I'm not stuck in an office playing a thing.
Right.
So I do kind of tend to lean toward that. However, I played it on Steam Deck a little back when it was kind of unoptimized and not great. Another game I need to get back to, Baldur's Gate 3 got real good on Steam Deck at some point. These things just get optimized. They update code. It just gets better for these games that are more demanding, and suddenly they play really well on there. So I have both those games installed on there. I've just
noticed that whenever it's a longer form game, you always talk a lot about Steam Deck, and I'm like, is that the secret to getting Scott to play something for a while? He has to be able to channel his ADD into moving around, and then he can focus on the game.
And I can lay in bed and not move,
I got this. Because that's how you played so much of Final Fantasy 14 is you could play it in bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back when you had to be at a computer, you're like, no, thank you, not for me.
Yeah, not as long. Certainly not as long. And long of sessions, that's true. I think, and also, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in the last 5 years or something, I've become way more preferential toward games having controller support. And it's not just for Steam Deck. My back and my posture no longer really like me hunched over a keyboard and mouse for too long. Yeah. For whatever reason, I can sit back more. I can chill more. One of the games I played this week was specifically because they added integrated controller support. It turned out to be really well done, so I'll talk about it. But I do favor that now. And it's not just because I can sit on the couch. That. Just kind of like...
No, I'm starting to feel that too. If I'm like on a chair for an extended period of time, randomly, not every day, but I will have like a back issue or a leg issue.
Yeah,
and
same.
And it's starting to like impede this like idea that I can sit at a desk and, go hard on a game.
Mm-hmm. It's true of shows too. Like if I do, like today's a long day, I do TMS and then I do prep for this and then we roll kind of right into core and it goes for a nice long time. I'm going to be creaky by the end of this, just the way it is. The break helps, but that's just my body now, where I'm at with my age. So I feel like, for whatever reason, when controller support comes around for stuff that is maybe even not even traditionally controller support friendly, that stuff just has gotten better and better over the years. And I am here to appreciate it because even when I'm here, I'm more comfortable. When I'm Steam Decking it, I'm comfortable because I get to move wherever I want to be. Of course, couch play is like that. Like I'm more of a controller guy the older I get. So I don't know.
Also, DVTs, you're like... even though they're like maybe you don't have an issue with it, you should still get up frequently.
Oh yeah, as much as you can. I used to do a 25-minute timer, and it would go boop and tell me to get up and move around. I haven't done that in a while.
People laugh about my like chair stream because I'm often up, but I'm like, you gotta get up. Like literally, people die from sitting too long. It's a thing, especially as you get older. Maybe I'm too young to be concerned about it, but it's not great to be sitting in a chair like a statue for
sedentary lifestyle stuff. They say it's worse than smoking. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start being very active, but then smoke a lot. I think that's what I'll do.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's
you
good.
fixed it.
Don't want to be too healthy.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
Balance
it
out.
Yeah.
Get rid of the worse one, and then you get a lesser one you can use.
Absolutely.
Also, if you start later in life, it makes you healthier.
That's true.
Reverse.
That's true.
People usually start smoking early.
Yeah.
So they never know the secret about smoking.
Exactly. Whiskey in the morning.
If you open a savings account, you can start gambling.
Yeah. You know what? Perfect analogy. Get your financial and your health life together in one place.
Just balance it. Responsibility with irresponsibility, and you'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Now, as we've enjoyed our bad geezer habits for the show so far, but I did want to say this. So I don't know why this is happening lately, but a lot of people are saying, hey, what are your Steam names? I have this game I want to give you. I want to give you this code. And they're starting to ask to the point where I figured it might be good just to say on the show, if you're interested in looking at our play or at our wish list, and if you do friend us and for some reason it makes sense, fine. We're not asking or begging for it. But if you want to do it, that's up to you. Enough people ask. And it's usually a huge pain because I'm like, oh, well, I can't remember John's. Hold on, I'll get that for you. Like that happens a lot. So we're just going to tell you right now that mine is Frog Pants. John is, I think, Craftless Rogue, or is it a different base name? Do you have a nickname on top of that?
It should be Craftless Rogue.
Okay. Because it said
That's
something
what
about...
it's listed as.
It said Revendon on the thing, or it said sometimes plays as Revendon, and I went, well, what does that mean?
Yeah, it keeps track of, if you change your Steam name, it'll tell you all your monikers.
All your
like, I have a friend, I always have to look at his Steam name because he changes it like it's his... like, what are you doing status? And I never know who he is.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I go to my friends list, and it's not, this is good information to have because, like, there's a lot of people who have sent me invites because, you've pulled up our Steam profiles on the show before, and all of a sudden it's like, I can tell when it's been on the show because I'll get a bunch of invites, and it's just people wanting to be friends on Steam, and I love doing it, even though I don't do a lot of multiplayer gaming these days. If I do, it's nice to have the list. It's nice to occasionally get trolling messages about the games I've purchased and played.
Sure.
And so that allows for that. So it's not uncommon for there to be names I don't recognize, but it's just like, where's my friend? I think he said he bought this game, and I'm like looking for him. I'm like, I can't find him anywhere. It's because he changes his name constantly. And I pulled up the also been known as. And he's got like 17 aliases in there. He changes it all the time.
And none of those work if you're trying to search it, only the current one, right? It just is a thing to keep track of who you used to be?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I think that's right.
If you want to find me, you can probably find me under Craftless Rogue.
Craftless Rogue is what's showing current on your account. So
yeah.
I assume that's it.
That would work just fine.
And Gorath, yours is Gaforath, right?
Mine is X Gorath. No weird numbers.
Just Gorath spelled Gorrath.
Yeah, I think Gorath will get you, but also X Gorath will get you there too.
Okay, so watch for that.
I meit's a picture of me on the profile, so you'll know it's me.
Yeah, it's you being all hairy and you got a
I'm
cool
the opposite of
thing.
John's friend. I'm like, it's clearly like it's Gorath. It's consistent naming.
Yeah,
it's my picture.
You're never changing that. That'll always be you.
Yeah, and you'll see I have my completionist listing up on my profile. You'll see that I've added Nightreign to my 100% achievements list.
Oh.
As well as my Yakuza games, and Banished is on there.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
That shit'll never leave. Right. And I'm at Frog Pants. It's simple. One word, Frog Pants. Go find it. And that's fine if you guys want to do that. I accept all friend comers, and then every once in a while I go into my Steam thing and I look for people that are like, has not logged in for a year. I'm like, bye. So they don't stick around very long. But, you know. If you're a regular player, I'm happy to be in there and be your friend. I'll be your friend. Anyway, check it out. And thank you, Ryan Kenny, and others who have asked this week. That's right, Ryan Kenny. You're getting a shout out for asking. Nice job.
Well,
guys.
That's a good message to send everyone.
It really, truly is. Now it's time for this. We got some stuff to cover today. John, we might be mad at Crafton.
Yeah, we're mad at Crafton. This week's a bad week for Crafton. We're all going to be mad at him.
Oh, shoot. It's spelled Crafton, not Crofton.
Oh, is that it? I heard Crafton.
I did too, and I was ready to just say, Bo, you need to just get him out of your life, and you need to quit being, having him be a part of any of this.
He's doing bad business practices, old Crafton is.
Yeah, it turns out,
I guess it's Crafton.
It's Crafton, and as a result, we're getting a Subnautica 2 delay, and there's some controversy around it. Why? Yeah,
so the problem is, and we don't know all the details yet, so a lot of this is speculative, but the heads of the studio behind Subnautica, the founders, have been forced out by Crafton, and they have decided to delay Subnautica 2 to 2026. So why is this a big deal? Why is this controversial? Well, it's because there was a $250 million bonus that Crafton was going to pay if they hit a certain sales goal within the year. This delay will make it almost impossible for them to reach that goal. So there is a perception that this was a mandatory delay to help prevent having to pay out a bonus.
Payout. Okay.
And so the founders said they were going to share that bonus with the people who worked on the game.
Right.
They got rid of the founders, and then they delayed the game. And I guess when they asked to talk about it, they're like, we don't know about it. Like, we don't know anything about the bonus or the payout. So it's still developing
doesn't know
a little
anything,
bit.
Right? Like, have the CEOs been out talking? I couldn't find
anything from them after they left. So they may be.
How do we find out about this? Was it from them?
Let's see.
I don't know. My understanding is it is still they're still figuring out the specifics.
Yeah, I've watched a number of stories on it, and that's something I still haven't had answered. Like, how did this come to be known?
Mm-hmm.
I assume the leads went public with their grievances because
the new CEO is the one who said he wasn't aware. Hold on, let me see this.
While you're looking that up, the Unknown Worlds co-creator or co-founder Max McGuire has spoken. He said they were against delaying the game. He shared his belief recently on somewhere, probably an interview. Yeah, it was an interview or something on Reddit. Looks like there's a huge Reddit post from.
An extended post on Reddit. Cleveland wrote the events of the week has been quite a shock. Okay, so they went to Reddit.
Gosh dang
Yeah,
it.
and the new CEO is the guy who's saying he wasn't aware of the bonus and he had no idea that if that was a factor in it being pushed back. So he's claiming ignorance.
That
He's
much
going,
money? How do you not
it.
know about $200 million committed? How do you not know about that? I don't buy that at all.
Is that in writing somewhere? Like the.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Is we don't know where this number came from, but
is this a contractual agreement, or is it just like we'll give you $250 million, nudge, nudge, if you get this done on time?
Either way.
I mean, it's still a dick move, but like your options for recourse, I'm sure, are much different. If you just in business, right? We're talking about $250 million. It's just like nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I totally trust you to give that money to me.
I'll bet you money on the table that the what they hope the PR around this would be is the $250 million gets held back because we think it's so important. We're willing to sacrifice that money to make a game better than just releasing it before its time. We're going to give it the time it needs. Oh, look at us making sack. I'll bet that's what they wanted, the new people want out of this story. That is not what's happening. People are mad. And I think they should be, but also we don't have all the details, so maybe we're mad.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know, at least from anything I saw, I didn't see any official confirmation that this bonus existed. It's just something that's been reported and talked about. And the new CEO saying he knows nothing about it. Like, it's all very suspicious. But of course, like, if the former heads got forced out potentially over this, of course the new guy's gonna be like, I don't know. Could have fooled me. Yeah. So
wait a second too. I'm reading this post and when they say this game is ready for launch, they mean early access.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like, why was someone going to give you $250 million to hit an early access milestone? That seems lame.
Well, it's not an early access milestone. It's a sales milestone.
Yeah.
If it made X amount of money this year, they were going to get a 250. So it doesn't matter if it's early access or not. It's if the game's making money.
Right. So they release it in early access. The community around it likes the game, and these are generally well-liked developers. Let's say it's a no-brainer. It's going to hit their
first game was a massive hit. Exactly.
Then they're going to give them just $250 million as a bonus because presumably the sales goal outpaces the bonus, right? Like $250 million is like a fraction of what is earned in early access sales, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like you're not just giving them $250 million to make $10,000 or something silly like that, right? Like clearly they're expecting to make way more than $250 million, which I gotta say is kind of insane. I mean, I believe that it could happen, but like just think about the amount of money we're talking about for a video game.
Well, they just need 250 people to pay $1 million each, and you're all set.
Right. That's the pricing model for sure.
Then you're all good.
Actually, hang on. What does Subnautica sell for? Like, what do you think they were early accessing? $40?
Probably, yeah. 40, probably 40 in early access. The first game?
One is 40.
I mean, the sales of the first one are pretty astronomical. They did very well. So.
No doubt. I'm not doubting it, but it's still like crazy to wrap your head around. Let's say 250 million divided by 40 means they'd have to sell 6.2 million copies just to have the revenue of the bonus, and that doesn't include like the Steam or whatever storefront deduction. So are they really going to sell 10 million copies and to justify
over time, possibly? But were they going to do it before the end of this fiscal year? No. So
I'm just saying 250 million is like kind of a crazy amount of money for a bonus. Because here's what I think:
$250 million.
When Crafton made that promise to them, they didn't have the contract for StarCraft 3 yet. And now they're making StarCraft 3, so F your bonus.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
You're going to give $250 million to Subnautica when you've got the StarCraft license? Like, hell no, dog.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
That's not even going to... Yeah.
By the way, just a little throwback for people. If you don't know who Unknown Worlds is, this is the company that this dude and the other co-founder founded in 2001 while they made the Half-Life mod Natural Selection. Do you guys remember Natural Selection? It's like
I don't think
weird mod, super fun, top-down alien thing, if I remember right. Kind of using that engine. It was, I don't know, I can't remember exact details, but I remember it being like, whoa, these two guys came out of nowhere and made a thing, and they turned it into quite the little enterprise here. And his Reddit story is actually worth reading through if you want to, even if you're just there for the nostalgia of where this company come from, what did it take to get there, the rough times and all that. But it sounded like things, that's the problem. You start getting corporate money, corporate investment, whether you go public or not, whether it's just a couple of angel investors, whoever it is that gives you money, they're always going to come back and take some shit out of there. So when Crafton comes swinging by and says, "How's it going, eh? I'm from Canada." It's still Crafton. But, and they come and they say, "I'm taking my pound of flesh." And they always do. Well, that's where we're at.
Yeah, and it sucks that they got ousted from their own company. I mean, the 250 million is one thing. Like, I find it a bit of a fairy tale number, to be honest. But the fact that they got kicked out of their own company, what a...
It's a bummer.
Because I'm sure, I'm sure if asked, okay, we're not getting the 250 million, and I'm sorry about it, but given that they posted this and enjoy making their game, it sounds like they don't want to get removed from their own company. But I don't know.
No, and they don't. He doesn't get into details, which I'm sure he's NDA'd up to the bumhole. That's how these things work. So you can't say much more than what he said.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, imagine someone buys Core and they're like, "Actually, we're going to get rid of the hosts," and Jeff Keighley it's going to be Jeff Keighley and 2 AI Jeff Keighley's on the show. And it's like
the Jeffs.
Oh man,
what if he cleared the show or bought the rights to Core? Paid us out, right? We all leave, and then it's just him and Kojima doing like a little show.
Right? They just wanted the name Core and the built-in audience.
Yeah, be a bummer.
Yeah,
big bummer.
Like I'd be so pissed. And then they promised us 250 million and never gave it to us.
Yeah. Keeley, where's my money, Keeley? We're just making this up.
You got your fancy shoes.
Yeah, you spell your name with a G. What the hell's up with that?
Yeah, but no. I mean, that does sound like it sucks, but I think the 250 million is kind of a psycho amount for a bonus, but apart from that, it's a sick.
It is a wildly ridiculous number, no doubt about it. Especially for a game that is really their only second large hit. Potentially, it's not even out. I guess Sub-Zero, the expansion they did to the original Subnautica that did well, but still,
no, I have no doubt it would do well, but it's still there's a certain amount of hubris to be like, we will sell at least 10 million copies. I just don't know what kind of company's offering a bonus to be like, listen, if you sell, we're not going to take any money for the first 10 million copies that you sell, is basically what a 250 million bonus equates to, roughly. Yeah. I mean, you can get more exact with that. It's probably not 10 million, maybe it's 8 million, but it's at least 6 million copies without any Steam storefront deductions.
Yeah.
So 250 million is a psychotic amount. I don't. Maybe over time, the first one maybe sold like 100 million for all we know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So pardon my ignorance if I'm being a little ignorant, I guess, of how game finances work. It just sounds like a lot of money for a bonus.
For those who are not aware who Crafton is, I just realized a lot of people have no idea. It sounds like a food company, but it's not. It's a South Korean game company.
Yeah.
They are known mostly for, let's see.
They're publishers, right? I think
they're publishers, yeah. So they have published PUBG, they operate multiple development studios, PUBG, Striking Distance, Bluehole, Brian. Bo.
Bluehole. We heard of them with the Callisto Protocol, because that's who was making, the Dead Space.
Oh, right. Right.
The Dead Space guy was making another Dead Space-like game.
Mm-hmm. Tango Gameworks. Tango's another big name, sort of, I think.
But yeah, I think their big games are PUBG.
I have some updates here on this. So Jason Schreier at Bloomberg was the person who wrote this initial story that everybody's reporting on, and he's got a couple of updates that I'll just kind of go over real quick since they've come in. Looks like last night and today.
All right.
But basically, Crafton is claiming that the delay was influenced by playtester feedback and was not for contractual or financial reasons. Take that for what you will, says the big company.
Mm-hmm. And game that's going to be published in early access, of course there's going to be feedback.
Yeah, it's a weird. That's weird.
It's sunny out because there's going to be a sun.
And so here's his update today. I'll just read exactly what he posted. He said, "Update on the Subnautica story. Today I received more documentation on the 250 million earnout. 10% of that, or up to 25 million, was due to be paid to about 40 Unknown World staff, each receiving different amounts, mostly six figures. Leadership had also said they'd give parts to other employees. All of that money was tied to revenue targets. It remains to be seen if Crafton will amend the contract to give Unknown Worlds more time to hit those revenue targets, even after delaying Subnautica 2 to 2026. And of course, litigation may be looming." Crafton has then put out another statement blaming the founders of Unknown Worlds for the issues with Subnautica 2, and says the company will provide the rewards to the employees that were promised, but hasn't given any specifics on what that means.
Wait a second. Yeah, no, but the first line, in addition to the initial 500 million purchase price, we allocated 9% of up to 250 million earnout compensation. So this is part of the sales condition, which makes more sense now. So it's not like a sales bonus. It's just incentive to, like, if you sell your company and you're the talent and the talent walks, well, you bought nothing, right? So I think that there's like an incentivization structure around keeping the talent in the company, which if those numbers make more sense if you don't correlate it to sales. If you correlate it to the purchase of the value of their company,
right. That does make more sense.
500 million, and then they allocate an additional 250 million in the contract,
right,
to pay out if they hit targets. And now they're like, we need that for StarCraft 3.
We need some StarCraft 3 money. We got to make.
I'm pretty sure that's
units.
what happened. And they're like, StarCraft 3's got to hit. Like, we need all of our money. Like, every other project's getting screwed.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also, related side news says here that PUBG is soon to get Subnautica exclusive skins. First 250,000 people have to pay $100 each. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 250,000 people pay $100 each. They didn't say why was that expensive or how nice these skins are or why that amount. That's a weird amount. If you do the math, it's about 250 million. It's pretty crazy. I don't know what that's about.
There was a moment I believed you until you were really bad at the math, and then I was like, oh. I was like, is this real? Because I could 100% believe this up to a point, and then all of a sudden Scott struggled with the math, and I was like, he's
making this shit up and doing it on the fly. You're not wrong.
Interesting here on this too. It was planned for early access launch in 2024, so 2025 is already delayed. So they just delayed it further.
Yeah,
even though the team's like, we're ready.
They're saying they're ready. Yeah. I'm curious.
So it's early access. You can kind of be ready.
Sort of. You can't launch it like a piece of shit, or you're screwing yourself.
And I think Crafton would have understood this, given the kind of games they have, and given the fact that they would understand that the company did that with their previous things. Like, this would be part of the plan. Not a surprise.
There was some talk a while ago.
Like they're being shitty.
There was some talk a while ago that Crafton was up for sale to Tencent. Tencent was thinking about buying the whole schmear. So that could cramp their.
Yeah, at that scale too. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens as well. Eh?
These Asian game companies, man, they are massive now. Massive.
Yeah, but well, Crafton's got the StarCraft license, so they're looking probably pretty juicy.
I assume so. I mean, all they're doing, you got to look at it this way, though. It is a massive IP, but it's just Microsoft / Blizzard licensing the rights to a sub-developer to...
licensing the rights to something that Microsoft paid $59 billion for.
Yeah, no, it's a big expectations, and they're going to have to live up to whatever that is.
$56 billion or whatever it was. Like, it's not,
It's not small.
There's a lot of perceived value, like just releasing something and slapping StarCraft on it, and it being like a StarCraft.
Yeah, but that's not $56 billion. That's the 63 or whatever.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's an IP that belongs to a company that was sold for that amount.
Yeah.
Some portion of that is the StarCraft brand, and it's South Korea. Not if you think about it, in North America, you're like, I don't know, it could be a flip. In South Korea, like, it's going to be a cultural event there.
I'll bet they're stoked about this, right? From culturally, I should ask my brother. Like,
it's like owning the rights to like Michael Jackson's catalog or something. Like
Yeah, but it'd have to be
It's
like
huge.
it'd be like the Germans getting access to David Hasselhoff stuff because they love Hasselhoff.
exactly. Like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the huge. What I'm saying is just like I don't think you're going to feel firsthand. We're going to feel firsthand how they feel about it. Maybe it's like Marvel actually doing good movies.
Sure.
Like getting hold of
like just pull out
throw
the
it
gun
all
and
under the
start
bus.
firing shots.
Yeah. Just,
Well, no. We were when this whole apex of things were going. It's like wow, it's actually incredible. We were just there was an era where all that we had was Dolph Lundgren and
Oh, I see what you're
Wesley
saying.
Snipes.
Yeah,
We had an era where we had like actual good movies by serious creators that took the effort seriously, and we enjoyed them. And it was like you're like, holy shit, I can't believe we're actually seeing. Now we're just like, oh my god, another Marvel movie, Jesus Christ, like get a life. But like there was an era where it was just so impressive that they were doing so well and such cool things. Real fist pump victory thing. And I think like that's good. Assuming they nail the game. I mean, if they shit the bed and make a shit
I hope
game.
so. I really do.
But if they really like nail, what StarCraft is, and for the people who will enjoy it, it's going to be a real exciting time for
bring
South
back
Koreans.
Zerg Guardians, the siege floater guys that look like crabs that go way back. I loved those things. I could destroy fools back in the day. I guess those are in. I think those might actually be in one of the two following games after Wings of Liberty. I think. Actually, I don't know. But back in the StarCraft 2 and Brood War days, Brood War in particular, I think is where they came from. Those crab things, I think they were called Guardians. I could sneak up on all my idiot friends from millions of miles away. They're like, where are these goo balls even coming from? They couldn't see me.
Are Guardians Protoss units? Or?
No, they were Zerg. And the Protoss was my hardest opponent. Smart Protoss players would have probes everywhere. Not probes, whatever they're...
Yeah, I think they have a version of them in StarCraft 2 now. I don't know what they're called.
They're siegey as hell.
They're
I loved
called
them.
Guardians. StarCraft 2. Okay, I'm just looking up the unit. I just never knew what they were called.
Yeah, I'll never
They're
forget.
in co-op missions, apparently. I don't know if they're in...
They may not be in
I don't know if you can
multiplayer.
actually play them in competitive PvP.
They were OP. I will
There
admit
are
it.
Guardians in the game.
Fun fact, they were in Heroes of the Storm.
Were they?
Guardians can be spawned on the map Braxis Holdout, part of the Zerg attack waves that are sent against opponents.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
They're a hybrid of a Guardian and a giant not Goliath.
Well,
Viking.
you had in the original StarCraft Brood War, you could evolve from one of those flying weenie looking ones with the bat wings. Those could evolve into either the Guardian, which was a up siege weapon thing for hitting ground units or buildings, or it could go into some kind of air-to-air thing, and I don't think I ever did those. I just did.
It's part of the waves, actually. Never mind. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah,
The
but
boss in the middle is a Viking, but the Guardians just appear if you hit like a full.
yeah, they're just mobs or trash or whatever.
Well, they push the lane when
Waves.
you win the spot
Right.
holding business. Yeah.
I missed that. Let's play
I miss
Heroes,
of the
man.
Storm. Let's play Heroes. Let's do it right now.
Shit.
I'm down.
Gosh dang it, Blizzard. Dumbasses.
That's a great game. But anyways, Subnautica 2. I'm leaning towards the developers being in the right. Now that issue of the money's cleared up.
Sort of. as much
To
as
me,
it
it's
can
cleared
be.
up. If it's a condition of sale, then it makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, I agree with that.
It didn't like the way I framed it was like, we'll give you 250 million if you like sell like 30 million. I don't know. It just seems like crazy targets considering big games that sell 3 million are considered failures. It's just like you were expecting the 250 million, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But if it's a condition of sale and maybe it was looking like they were going to do it and Crafton got scared and they're like, we need that money for StarCraft 3. That's my story.
Well, here's a weird one for you. They're going to sell, like auction is what I meant to say, not sell. They're going to auction that GameStop stapler and the staple that was made famous for damaging the Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day, where they stapled the receipt to the box and it went through and punctured the screen.
Yeah.
This is getting auctioned. Now, before you go, oh, GameStop, you'd not have enough money or
I
whatever.
was gonna say this is a bit of a misleading headline.
A little bit, because it's actually for some charity and it's a decent cause. So,
and you get a Switch 2 out of it.
You do.
It's not just a stapler and a staple they're selling. You also get a Switch 2.
You get a Switch 2, which again,
you get the Switch 2.
Yeah, the Switch 2.
They repaired it.
Yeah.
They repaired it, but they put it back in the box.
Right. They say the infamous Switch 2 stapler is now available for auction. Proceeds benefit Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And like you said, the buried headline is you get the actual Switch. Here's an image of the auction. It's on eBay. Currently $111,000.
You could buy 5 traveling Chocobo for the money.
Yeah. Yes, you could. And look, you got a certificate of authenticity. You got the Switch, like John said, is right there in the box. You got the stapler, the staple responsible for it. But that's pretty good. Almost 113 grand towards charity.
For charity, it's fine. But otherwise, I'd be angry about this.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Because it's for charity, I feel too bad being angry about this. Because it's for charity. But
yeah. If they were doing this for themselves,
stupid collector's item.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed if they were doing that for themselves. But it ends on. Let's see, is it over? No, I don't know when this ends.
Condition used.
Yeah,
lightly stapled.
Yeah, a lightly stapled screen. Wait, John, you said they repaired the screen, right?
They did repair the screen. Okay. It says they repaired the screen, but it is back in the original box with staple holes.
And it's a bundle, so you get Mario Kart World with it. So that's cool. And little known.
It's kind of. I mean, it's a fun little thing, I guess. And I'm shocked that someone's going to pay $100,000 for it. That's crazy.
Well, here's a less fun thing.
Even if it is charity,
the game that Microsoft was paying John Romero and Romero Games to make got canceled. So this is a little misleading too. It's written here that they pulled all their funding. They didn't. They just canceled the game they were making, which was a lot of their funding. So, I mean, maybe Peter and Paul, and they're both robbing each other, but they're no longer. This is one of the games that got canceled. I think we maybe briefly mentioned it last week. There were rumors that Romero Games was being shut down. John Romero said, no, it's not. We just lost the contract on the one game. So we're moving forward with other projects. But also they claim that there are 100 people that no longer work there. And I think there's, it seems a little complicated, but
I think the notable part of the story that I saw was that they had a meeting with Microsoft the day before funding was pulled and no indication was given.
Yeah.
Now I know it's a big company and those people probably don't know what the other people are doing, but that still doesn't change how lame and stupid Microsoft is for this.
They were making a shooter. Now, I'm not here to remind people of the past too much.
Daikatana 2?
Well, John, you're barking right up my tree here because I was going to make the comment that the last time Romero on his own tried to make a shooter, it did not work out so well. It was kind of a piece of shit. And I'm not saying that what they would have made now, all these many 20 plus 30 years almost later, would have been also a piece of shit. But I don't know. Maybe Microsoft looked at what they were working on and went, okay, well, it's not first time, shame on you or whatever. Fool me twice, shame on everybody. How's that go? Whatever that is.
He's doing Doom wads, the Sigil wad. Like he has Sigil 1 and 2, which are big Doom wads that he made.
Yeah, but the game he's making, we don't know shit about, right? It's just I
don't know.
Shooter of some sort. Yeah. I think John saying
we don't know.
Daikatana 2 is a great idea. I hope that's what it was.
I think that Daikatana's dead. It's not going to be Daikatana.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think it's going to be anything now. It sounds like they're done.
Well, yeah, I don't.
But they do claim they're not going out of business. They're still Romero Games. They had to lay some people off, but they're still planning on doing stuff. This was not a studio owned by Microsoft. So this was not them shutting down something they bought. They pulled the contract.
They probably made an agreement to make something to put on the Game Pass. Maybe they could sell it on their own too if they wanted. But
yeah, who knows?
It sounds like in addition to buying studios, Microsoft was partnering with studios to bring content to the Game Pass platform.
Maybe Crafton called and said, "Stop it, guys."
And it just sucks to have your wings blown out from underneath you before something makes it to market. Especially I don't know if you're paying Romero. I don't know.
I got a question for our chat room real quick. Tezzeret Dynamite says, sometimes I wonder if Scott is Biff from Back to the Future. I don't understand the reference. I know who Biff is.
You're like, why am I Biff?
Why am I Biff? I don't know what that is. I don't get the reference.
Did you call everybody a butthead? Did you call someone a butthead?
Maybe.
Recently?
Did I call anyone a butt? Did I fill a car full of manure? Oh, he didn't do that. That was
no. He just
Marty
hates manure.
But Biff is
Biff gets all his metaphors wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. In that way,
like
we share that. We share that.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Okay.
That makes as much sense as a screen door on a battleship.
I think he's right. I actually agree with you, Tezzeret Dynamite. I do that all the time. It's hard. Anyway, there's that story. It's a fun one. Let's talk about this one. Square Enix continues to talk about all things Final Fantasy 14.
Nope.
I'm sorry. What did I read? Oh, 11. No.
Nope.
What is that? 15.
You can always. Nope.
What is it? X minus 1. Oh, 16. No.
Nope.
What is it then?
9.
9.
Oh, because one before the X. Stupid Roman numerals. F those things. Yeah. So what? Why? What do they? Oh, because they're going to make a remake.
John could have written 9. He didn't have to do.
I could have, but look at the joy I just brought to the world.
I hate Roman numerals.
Just writing 9.
I would if you sent me back in time. The rudest thing you could do is send me to ancient
John
Rome.
always puts them in Roman numerals. I always write the.
That's the title. That's the title.
No, John's writing what they write.
Look at the art.
It's not John's fault.
That's what it's called.
It's not your fault. It's their fault. They shouldn't.
And
do it.
if you need proof, look at Final Fantasy X-2. It's got a Roman numeral and the number 2.
Which is
there is
even
a delineation. No, god damn it. There is a specific delineation between Roman numerals that are the title and regular numbers that denote a sequel.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IX, in the parlance of how they write titles, would be the 9th sequel to Final Fantasy I.
Yes, you're right, but they should just not F these letters. I hate them. Not these letters.
So yeah,
Final
these letters. Fantasy IX.
But dude, seriously, if you want to send me back in time, send me to ancient Rome, and we're going to have a real bad time there.
Yeah.
Or I'll convince the people to quit doing this. These are shitty numbers. Anyway, John, the point is, Final Fantasy IX, there's all these rumors of remakes, and Square won't stop talking about this game, but they won't talk about it being a remake. What the hell's wrong with those guys?
Well, they're not talking about a remake necessarily, but we are at an anniversary for Final Fantasy IX. I believe it's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
And they keep releasing stuff in celebration of the game. They're like, hey, everybody, let's all get together and let's celebrate. Here's a backstory for Vivi that they did that was in Japanese, but it was very pretty nonetheless. Here is a little cutscene that we put together with the music. Oh, don't you remember the music and the cinematics that we had for this game? What a wonderful time we had.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, there was a leak that they were doing a remake or remaster of 9. It's one of the few things that got leaked that has not been shown or announced since it came out. So a lot of people are expecting it. And now they keep talking about it. It's like somebody just keeps going, setting you up for a surprise, but the surprise is never actually hitting. So they're just like, hey guys, what do you think about Final Fantasy IX? And everybody's like, yeah, you got anything to tell us? And they're like, wasn't it such a good time? Well, weren't we all just having a lot of fun? Yes. Do you have anything to share with us? You want to see some cinematics? I've seen them. Did you remaster them? Did you do anything at all? There have been rumors that the 9 remake has been canceled.
Oh, shit.
But I feel like if they canceled it, they wouldn't keep doing this.
Yeah.
Doing this, if they know the game is canceled, is akin to like announcing a Diablo mobile game at BlizzCon. It's a little tone deaf. And it's not why anybody's here.
Right.
So I feel like it's still on the horizon. Who knows if we'll hear about it, but they just keep teasing it.
Yeah. Bo, isn't that one of your favorites, or was it 13 that you really like?
No, I never played it.
I thought
no idea.
Somebody here loves this.
I like 13.
Yeah.
I love 9.
John's the 9 guy.
I think 9 has a couple of issues that if they were fixed in, say, a remake or remaster, I think it would potentially be the best Final Fantasy ever made.
Oh my gosh, that's high praise. So I just remember at the time players complaining that it wasn't a continuation of Cloud Strife and his business, that they didn't return to that stuff.
Well, people complain about that every single time, but because they also complained about that on 8. They're like, but why isn't Cloud in it?
Yeah.
It's never been Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And it never would be until 10. And then they did.
Yeah.
But I mean, 9 is extremely, extremely good. It's extremely beloved. It's kind of the, 7 was this sort of techno modern fantasy story, and then 8 kind of continued that. 9 was the step back where you don't get any more advanced than some clockwork and airship business. And so it was kind of their step back to Final Fantasy as it was pre PlayStation, and it was a nice return to form.
All right, well, watch for maybe a remake. We don't know. They don't know. They don't say. We don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah, maybe we will.
I'm putting it out there, and maybe they'll do it. Because like our next story, we talked about it last week, and then it changed by this week. So my hope is that by saying there is no Final Fantasy IX remake, by this time next week I can go, well, they announced it. Because we complained about it on Core.
So let's move right into that. Marvel Rivals Season 3 Battle Pass finally adds Symbiote Spider-Man and iconic emote, which means no more trolling. You got the actual deal now.
Yeah, this is just a follow-up. Last week we were joking about what if on the symbiote season they never gave Spider-Man a symbiote costume. They were just trolling a little bit. It's coming, and he does the emo dance.
I hate that dance. I mean, that's the point. I know.
Yeah, it's iconic now, though.
I know. It's the worst
thing. It's like the Star Wars prequels of dances. We all didn't like it at the time, but now we look back on it, and it makes us happy.
Except Bo. He loved it at the time. The prequels, I mean.
Yeah, I watched all of them like multiple times.
Yeah, you'd watch them right now if you had a second.
Sure,
to do it.
I mean,
right?
It's an easy way to get me to go on a date. It's like, do you want to go on a date? And it's like, no, we're gonna watch the prequels, and I'll be like, oh shit, I'm there.
Do you hear that, ladies?
Yeah,
right there. That's how you get into Bo's heart and mind and pants. I feel bad for saying that. Let's move on. How about this story here?
I think unless a demon's stolen something.
Found John his next purchase between magic cards. I hunted this down.
So to spend more money.
This is pretty cool. Lego Transformers Soundwave revealed. Now I know it's Soundwave, and I know it's not like another thing.
Bo, you didn't realize you were potentially on the hook too.
No, I always love these things, but I can resist them. But I know you can't.
$189, man.
It's not Shockwave. It's a wave guy, but it's not Shockwave.
Yeah, if it was Shockwave, I'd be in a lot of trouble. With it being Soundwave,
I think it talks.
I mean, he's up there. It does.
I think so. I think that. I think that's the big whoop here.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's see.
It talks.
G1 version of the figure based on.
It does transform, which is pretty flippin' cool, and he does come with all of his like laser beak and all of that, and they do turn into Lego cassettes that you can put in his big cassette player.
Yeah, and I think this is it right here.
That's all cool. Everything about this is cool, but I can still
you can still resist.
I can still resist.
All right.
This.
It says the best thing about the figure is that it also comes with a sound brick. So it's a brick with sound in it, and when activated, Soundwave will spout newly recorded lines, John.
Newly recorded.
Now, if that said old recorded, like from the day, because I'm pretty sure it was Frank Welker who did them, you'd be more interested if it was classic Frank Welker.
Yeah, what is newly recorded mean?
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's Frank Welker himself.
Frank Welker doing Soundwave. Yeah, he did it. He was doing Soundwave in the theatrical thing I saw.
Yeah,
but it was funny because they didn't do the
they didn't do the modulation.
So he was just like,
oh no,
it sounded really weird. Yeah, I can't even mimic it. But it was like,
I don't know. I love Soundwave, so this is tempting. But it's
wait, we can hear him speak. Down at the bottom, there's the place where you can play what he says.
On which
play
link?
it, Scott?
Which one? Where?
The one that's in the. Oh wait, no. Okay, the link you had in the thing.
Yeah, this one right here.
Then you click on the sound wave, and that'll take you to Lego's website. And then you scroll down.
This thing?
And then you'll see, scroll down. No, not that side. The main page. There you go. Keep going.
Oh, look at this.
Keep going.
Look at this.
Going.
Look how cool that is. Oh, shit. Look, though. Look. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you have...
going.
I'm going.
Keep going. Get to the audio
right
part.
Here.
There's audio listeners. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, it didn't unmuted. Hold on a minute. Okay.
Danger. Autobots detected.
Okay. That's
okay.
Strike force assembled.
There's more. Let's see.
Decepticons are awesome.
I don't think Frank Welker's doing the voice on this stuff.
You don't think that's Welker?
Yeah, I don't. He sounds different now. People do their voices change as they get older, so maybe do the last one. Do Soundwave Superior.
All right, there's another one here. Hold on. That plays at the end of that awesome one.
Soundwave Superior.
Oh, that's kind of tempting. That's pretty good, right?
I like that you tried to sell me on something, and it sounds like you got sold on something.
Yeah, you should
I kind of want it now. I kind of want it. The original plan was to just rub this in John's face, but now I actually think it's...
It is pretty cool. I like the fact that it transforms, and honestly, if you're going to do a Lego Transformer, Soundwave is a great choice because he's already so blocky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks... You don't look at it and go, oh, that's a weird Lego version of a Transformer. You look at it and go, oh, it's Soundwave.
Yeah.
Like, because Soundwave already kind of looks like a Lego.
Yeah, that's his whole vibe. John, they're making a new mobile Resident Evil experience. And when I heard this, my first thought was, well, John's going to pee blood today. This is going to be a bad time. But you say here it's not really bugging you. Why?
Doesn't bother me.
Why not?
And I thought about it because I saw it and I was like, this should make me upset. I don't feel upset. Why don't I feel upset?
Weird.
And not to conjure it twice in one episode, but I'm going to have to. I think the difference is take notes from Capcom, everybody. This is how you do your mobile bullshit.
Wait a second.
You announce it.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
Resident Evil's making a mobile game.
Yes.
And all of a sudden,
Yes.
everything's okay.
Well, hold on. I want to hear him out.
Why. This is what the explanation is.
Yeah.
Join us. Here's what it is.
Okay.
This is coming after the Resident Evil 9 announcement.
Okay.
I already know that I'm going to be fed quality Resident Evil products.
Yeah.
So if you want to fund quality Resident Evil products with mobile bullshit, go for it. The difference
God,
is I already know the good stuff is coming, so I can ignore the bad stuff. This isn't again.
The only
I'm
problem
sorry
with Immortal is that they announced it before Diablo 4.
Yes, 100%.
No way.
I
The
guarantee
game
you.
is such
I
shit.
guarantee you. Well, people would have still been mad. Yes.
Yeah.
But I
Yes,
guarantee
exactly.
you.
You just
Don't
like
you
Resident
people
Evil.
have phones? Would not be a quote we remember to this day if they had announced Diablo 4.
I tend to agree. I know what John is saying, and I actually think you would have had less backlash. I mean, 2020 hindsight and all that, but it's when you do your big flagship, it's then time to say, oh, and by the way, we've got these little ancillary things that we're doing too. It's not the main announcement, but you'll be able to take some fun Diablo on the go. That would have landed
It's like
way better.
Fallout Shelter coming after Fallout 4.
Yes.
Yes. It would have been completely different. This is how you do it.
I agree with you that the mobile announcement is better as an add-on to a main flagship. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
However, still pretty borderline for the number one mobile game hater to actually like a mobile game.
Whoa. That's strong words. I didn't say like. I said I'm okay with.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm going to play it.
All right. I'm looking forward to
okay
your
with
review.
I'm not going to play it. I can't review it. It's mobile game slop.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
basically
interested.
said it doesn't bug me, which is very different than saying I'm stoked about a mobile game. So
Good point.
Yeah,
I should use my listening ears.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Yeah, it's in the notes there. So John, I'm just saying, when it does come out, though, I believe we're entitled to you giving it a shot and telling us what you think of the mobile experience.
Should I?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know what it is. I just read that it was a mobile game, and I checked out, and I was like, why doesn't this upset me like it usually
It just
does?
says, so what it says on the website, there's a countdown timer. There's this is soon, an hour and 40 minutes from now, there will be an event that will announce it. Global announcement, YouTube premiere, July 10th at 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
It's today. Shit.
Yeah, an hour from now, 2 hours from now. It says new game project for mobile. Survival Unit's the title. That's all we know.
Survival horror strategy. I do like strategy games.
What if it's turn-based? This is gonna be a gotcha game where they collect all.
Well, yeah, but if it is, I'm not interested. I'm already not interested. But,
ooh, I got another version of Leon S. Kennedy. This time it is
I got a
police outfit.
I got a 4-star Leon. Nice.
Yeah, if you get 3 2-star Leons, you can transform it into a 3-star.
I hate it, but you're right. You're going to be right. You're going to be totally right. That is what this is going to be. And you know what? I think I'm okay with it.
That would get me if I was in and they had star Leons. I'd be like, well, I got to get a 5-star Leon.
It's happening.
Like, what am I going to do? Play a game with a 1-star Leon? We all know he deserves better than that.
Always. 2-star, 3-star Leon or go home, basically.
Yeah.
I did this with Warcraft Rumble to some extent. It's just the same bullshit. You will get bored of it. It will ask you for many dollars.
Much dollars will be asked for. Ding Desert ahead. All the things that we're used to.
Oh, the Ding Desert's real. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, you spent $100 thinking you went past the Ding Desert. No, it just brought you to the front gates of the Ding Desert.
Yep.
Now you need $500 more. And even then, desert time.
You live in the desert now. Hey, by the way, when does that Black Desert thing come out? The
this year sometime. I think it's like a fall. Like we're imminent. We're nigh on black Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. I keep saying black.
Crimson Desert. I think is going to be.
It looks
either going to be
crazy.
amazing or going to be terrible in the best way possible.
It's either just like a bad single player representation of what Black Desert is, but
combat is so good that I have a hard time imagining I'm going to hate this.
No, every video looks good. It all looks really good. So
yeah, this is 2025. I don't know. They're going to PAX East. It says so. I don't know if that happened. Coming late 2025.
Not if Crafton has anything to do with it. Maybe Crafton will slow it down. Oh, sorry.
No, it's not a Crafton game. It's Pearl Abyss.
All right. We're going to call it Crafton.
Pearl Abyss unhooked itself from its distributor company a while back, too. So I just think they're on their own, I think.
Maybe why they're doing this. Get a chance to stretch.
Crimson Desert, it's going to be it's going to be so weird.
It looks really cool. I'm actually jazzed about it, but if it plays like the
teleport
MMO
into the sky, you jump out of the sky, you do wrestling moves. Like this isn't like Kingdom Come. It's like the opposite of Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is like, oh, here's what medieval life is like. This will be like, it's medieval, but
here's what it definitely wasn't like.
Exactly.
Here's a representation that is nothing like medieval life. Enjoy.
That's what I want.
It's kind of what I want too, if I'm honest. So anyway,
Desert. Oh, so excited! Yeah,
I am too. I just keep not hearing about dates, but I keep seeing video on TikTok and stuff, and I'm very
2025. It's coming. It's coming.
BEAU video game voice actor strike has officially ended. It went a year this time. What do you know? What do you know about how it resolved?
Well, the big sticking point was because I think there was a big SAG-AFTRA strike for all of them, all actors. But the sticking point on the video game end of things was these the AI dangers of just being like, okay, they hire you for a week to do some acting, and then they can forever add new lines because they have your voice data, and then you would not get paid.
Right.
And so I don't know the particulars of what was agreed upon. Just the TLDR in the news article was like, it looks like SAG-AFTRA got what they wanted in terms of you're not allowed to just, if you hire Troy Baker to come in and do some lines for you, you can't do the other half of the lines using the voice data he provided to you to AI the rest of it.
That's good.
And that's like the unionized agreement thing. But I think the one concern is I think you're still allowed to sign contracts where, like, if it's me and I don't have any acting credits and they're like, hey, you want to do voice acting? They're like, okay, we'll hire you, but you agree to indemnify us from any legal pursuit when we use AI to replicate your voice.
Right.
And you'd be like, I don't like that. I don't want to do it. And I'm not unionized. So they'll just be like, okay, we'll hire someone else then. Whatever, goodbye. Like
right.
Like, so people that are in demand will get their demands because they want the vocal talent, but it could be tough for people on the more beggar side of things,
Sure.
But still, it was being reported as a victory because they are getting the disclosure of these things, and there being rules about it is pretty big. So,
John, there's someone in the chat saying what happened with Final Fantasy 14 mobile. Do you know anything about where that's at? Because I thought that was sooner.
I think it's out. I heard it was out.
Oh,
I don't know. It's a mobile game.
Isn't it just a mobile version of the same client?
It's not the same client, I don't think, is it? Or is it?
No, there is differences. It's only a Realm Reborn right now, is my understanding. There are things in it that actually don't exist in the main game because they kind of started from the ground up to a degree.
Yeah.
So they were able to avoid some of the pitfalls. I heard early word that it had some weird monetization stuff, and it was already like a mobile thing, and I was like, no, I'm not interested. So I don't know. I know I'm the Final Fantasy 14 guy, but this doesn't interest me at all. I can play it.
No, I thought maybe if
I want to play it in bed.
True.
Yeah, if you're telling me it's a different way to log in, like Genshin Impact's already gotcha, so it doesn't matter. But it's like 1-to-1 with. Like you can log into PC or your phone. You're playing the same game and account. Yeah. So I thought Final Fantasy would do that.
Yeah.
Which now that they're not doing that, I'm like, what's the point? So you're asking me to play your game a second time? You know what I mean? Like, like I don't have my characters that I've already progressed and developed with. I've got to just start a fresh account. Like, ew.
Also,
like,
I don't think this is even like out yet. Looks like you just sign up for news. There's no links off to the mobile apps.
Yeah, Chad says they think it's only available in China right now. I knew it was out somewhere because I've seen some people talking about it as if they're playing it. So, but yeah, I'm sorry, it's not something I'm interested in. If you want to play Final Fantasy 14 mobile, get a Steam Deck or something that'll play Steam games on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or if you really
even Gabe Newell plays it on a Steam Deck.
Is he known for?
Yeah, he does.
He plays a healer for his son. His son's really into it, so his son ropes him into it, and he's like a healer because he's it's easier to play healers, I guess, or something.
Sure. Like that, so. Well, that's good. I like that Gabe Newell's still playing games. I think that's great.
Well, it's fun to play video games. That's my favorite thing about Mike Morhaime is just knowing that he has all this money, and well, not now, but even at his height of his career. He was just on a weekend bender playing StarCraft all weekend. Yeah,
his StarCraft love knows no bounds. He loves that franchise.
I do love stuff like that where it's like doesn't matter. They're not trying to do world domination. They're like, this video game stuff is just a platform to make killer robots.
Oh, speaking of Morhaime and them, they put out a demo for that game you liked that not enough people are playing. The mobile weird phone thing. What's it called? Wildborn. The game from Morhaime and his new company. You loved it.
Oh, Sunderfolk.
Sunderfolk. There's a demo now, so people can actually try this thing and not have to just trust that it'll work well. They can just go give it a shot.
Oh, good. Yeah. Because the phone app is free, and you don't even have to make an account, which is honestly the best part about it.
Yeah. So there's a demo, so you don't have to buy that even to check it. You can see it.
So you can play the Sunderfolk demo and then have everyone. Yeah. Oh man, Sunderfolk. It's really good.
I want to play it. I'm going to try that demo, and then if I like it,
there's a free trial. Perfect. Yeah, you can just try it yourself just to check it out.
Good news,
you
everyone.
Play with your family, though.
I will.
Or at least with Carter. Get Carter involved.
Oh, she'd love it. All of them would love it here. My wife would play this even, I think. Yeah. All right, well, there's all that. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we got Dear Martha. We got a little game to play here. We are also going to talk about Beau's ridiculous lead in the Dear Martha contest right now. It's not
ridiculous. Yeah, my whole 2.5 points
every week. We're going to hear about it. But then after that, we'll talk about the games we play. We got some other stuff lined up. I finished a game this week, guys.
Did you finish it?
I did. Ghosts of... Just kidding. It's something else. But I'll talk about it when we come back. That'll be right after this break. Stay tuned.
What a teaser.
And we've returned to the show. It's so I don't have to put it in post.
What just happened? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Hey, it's like nothing happened. You weren't even here.
Yeah. Don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Maybe by pointing it out, I have made it obvious what I've done. I don't know.
Something happened?
Something happened, but nothing happened. Keep that in mind as we venture forth into Dear Martha territory. It's a scary place, but it's a place where points are possible these days. And I'm a little scared because I'm way behind. So, John, let's explain it. What's going on?
Well, if you like hearing Dear Martha letters and a silly voice, I'm sorry to say Today is not for you.
Oh.
Today is not a day for a letter. Today is a day dedicated to our host and friend, Scott Johnson.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Now, as we know, right now, we've been playing Find the Flaw.
Yeah.
And BEAU has secured a massive, a huge, a seemingly unreachable lead of 2.5 points.
Oh, my Lord.
That always makes me laugh.
And
It's
so
small.
in my chat the other day, shout out to Red Mosquito was the username, had an idea that we evolved and workshopped a little bit for a chance for Scott to catch up a little bit.
Oh, my gosh. Is there a chance for a full 2.5 points here today? Or
And
no?
that's what we're going to be doing today. So today I'm going to ask Scott 3 questions, and then I'm going to ask Scott and BEAU a 4th question. There are a potential 4 points on the line today. Now,
I can't steal the 3 first questions.
you can't. The first 3 are just for Scott, but BEAU, you can secure a further lead if you get the last one.
All right.
So, Scott, I'm going to give you 3 questions. Some of these questions have
Crafton corporate office.
No, you're gonna like this. I think this is gonna be fair. So, Scott, I'm gonna explain. Here's the rules for the first question. Are you prepared?
I am prepared.
Focus in.
I'm focused.
This is your only chance to catch up.
Laser focused. I'm ready.
Within 5 seconds for a full point, or within 10 seconds for half a point. I'm gonna start as soon as I finish the question.
Okay.
Name the arcane game where you play as Corvo, an assassin seeking vengeance.
Dishonored 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh. That's a full point for Scott.
I'm already halfway
All of a
there.
sudden, he remembers the name
Got
of the game.
Dishonored immediately.
Isn't that weird? There's this thing about the pressure made it so it popped in there.
I thought you would buckle under pressure, and here you are
No, it's
stepping up.
ADHD.
Scott now has 1 point.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Scott, without messing up once for a full point,
Yeah.
or with only 1 mistake for a half a point, and pronunciation will be somewhat considered.
Oh, no.
Name the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, all right. That would be Ghosts of Yote.
Okay.
Did I get it
That's a
right?
point.
Did I get it right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Yote part, I mean the pronunciation, did I get it right?
You close enough.
Wait a second. You can pronounce these words.
Hey,
just
when
fine.
money's on the line, not money, but when points are on the line, I can really
We're
shape
our
up.
patrons.
Yeah.
They just chop liver.
No, I'm like, when pressure's on, I can do this.
Scott's up to 2 points. Now, Scott, 3rd question. This is a bit of a mislead. For a quarter point each for each correct answer. Let's see how good you are at knowledge retention.
Okay.
How many NES Final Fantasy games released in the US for the console?
NES would be a total of 2.
Incorrect.
Shit. It's probably 3.
It was 1.
Wait. What?
And not SNES, NES.
I thought there was at least 2. No? Shit.
Just 1 in North America.
Okay. All right. 1.
Scott,
Yeah.
which repeated Final Fantasy trope actually appeared in the original? Chocobos, airships, Sid, or Moogles?
Moogles.
Incorrect.
Ow! I'm bad at retaining the previous games. I can't. Oh, airships. That's right. I remember this now. All right.
Scott, which of the following is a racer in the original Super Mario Kart? Birdo, Bowser Jr., Wario, Dry Bones, or Donkey Kong Jr.?
Donkey Kong Jr.
Do you want to say that again?
Donkey Kong. What did I say? Donkey Kong.
I heard Junkie Kong.
No, I heard.
I may have thrown a
Oh, okay.
Junior in front. Donkey Kong Jr. is the correct answer. Right?
That is correct.
Okay.
A quarter point.
I remember that
You now
one.
have 2.25 points. You are a quarter point behind BEAU.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. So wait, does that just now I'm caught up to the point I only need a quarter point left, or is there a way to get there today?
You only need a quarter point. Here's the last one in this 3rd question.
We can both
Made
answer
up
this
the
last
4th
one, right?
No, we got one more question after this. He's got to get his chance for the last quarter point.
Okay.
What stage did Kyle Katarn steal the Death Star plans in Star Wars Dark Forces?
In what stage?
Yeah. Now, I will accept the number. I will accept if you think it's the first stage, if you want to say the first. If you think it's the last stage, the last. I would also accept if you think it's the penultimate stage, the penultimate. Or again, the exact number of the stage.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the point of that was that it was right away. So I'm going to say the first stage.
The first stage.
Yes.
That is correct.
Oh.
You have tied Bo.
Woo! Bo, did you see that?
he had to get a special game dedicated to him, and now he's caught up, and he's running laps.
This is like, you know what? That was like summer school or something for me. I got to makeup test is what I got.
Now, this has been a little unfair to Bo because he's had to sit and watch his commanding lead of 2.5.
Yeah, but he's got a Pepsi Zero and eating something.
Get met. So,
espresso beans.
Finally, for both Scott and Bo to get a potential point,
okay,
I am going to read a list of officially U.S. released light guns from various companies and consoles.
Okay.
One of them is fake.
Okay.
You get one guess. First person to call it locks it in.
First guess as to the fake one,
and
right?
the other player has to pick from the remaining list.
Okay, all right.
You are allowed to interrupt me.
Okay.
So what that means is as I go through this list, if you think I say the fake one, immediately say that's the fake one because you are going to lock your opponent into picking from one of the others.
Okay.
But there is a danger because if you lock too early and then the fake one's later, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, and then the other guy gets the full list without any interruptions.
First person to say locks it in.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
The NES Zapper, the Konami Laser Scope, the Nintendo Super Scope, the Sega Menacer, the Konami Justifier,
the Sega. What was the Sega one?
the Sega Menacer.
Fake.
Okay, Scott is locked. I'm making a note. Scott has locked in for the Sega Menacer. Okay, I will go. I will pick up. I will pick up after it. So Bo, keep listening, and I can reread the list if you need when we get to the end. The Konami Justifier, the Sega Dream Blast, the Namco Gun Con, the Namco G-Con 45, or the Wii Zapper.
It's a little harder than I thought now that I've heard the rest.
I don't know. Konami Justifier, I guess? I have no idea. I'm just going with a guess.
You know what that is? Can I?
Neo Geo ones sound like...
So how do you handle this, John? Do you say... How do you do
guys are locked in.
Yeah.
So Scott said the Sega Menacer is the fake. Bo said the Konami Justifier is the fake.
That one's real.
I got it wrong.
That one's
the
real.
fake answer is the Sega Dream Blast.
Dream Blast! Of course it was! Once I heard it, I knew it. I wasn't sure if there was a way to make up for bad answers, but that's, you know. So wait a minute. The Sega, what was it? The one I picked? The Sega...
You picked the Sega Menacer.
What the hell was that? I do not remember that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I found this list through I created this list through ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So there could be errors.
Oh, there it is. This existed.
There it is.
This is real. Yeah.
I had this actually. It's so funny. I had this and I kept thinking this was the Super Scope.
I did too.
And every time I saw a picture of the Super Scope, I was like, "Well, wait a minute. That's not what I had. I had this."
Well, it was their answer to that, right?
What about those Neo? Is it Neo Geo one?
Oh, there was Neo Geo guns. I don't know.
Well, you had two on there that were something like, was it Neo Geo?
Oh,
Namco Gun Con and the Namco G-Con 45.
Yeah, those I knew existed because me and Dunaway just talked about those on Play Retro. And
there's also the Gun Con 2, the Gun Con 3. Yeah. There's a lot.
But that Dream Blast, as soon as I heard you say Dream Blast, I knew.
I wanted to put a fake one in there, and I guess there was a Dreamcast one that never came out or was never made. And I was like, what would a Dreamcast gun be called? And I couldn't resist the pun of Dream Blast. Yeah. It was too funny for
Dream
me.
Blast, so. Dream Blaster, Dream Blast, those are good. That's a good guess. I just knew it never happened, but it's a reasonable one if it did. The one you mentioned, the Justifier, the Bo said, I had one of those for Konami's, what was that game called? I loved the Justifier. I had two of them, a red one and a blue one. And I played one of their famous point-and-shooter games on my Dreamcast, and I don't remember the name of the damn thing. Or maybe that may have been Saturn. Shit, whatever it was, I loved it. Take that. All right, so that means I am now tied with Bo. There's no winner this week on the final question. That just means we're tied moving forward, right?
Yeah, you guys are tied. We're back at 0 effectively.
Excellent.
No, I'm at 2.5 and he's at 2.5. It's important. I earned those points.
You're like, keep giving me that 2.5. That's fair.
Exactly.
It's fair.
Nicely
you worked
done.
hard for those points. You deserve them. Let's not call it 0. Let's call it 2.5.
Tondagos is right. It is Lethal Enforcers, the game I'm thinking of. Lethal Enforcers, and it had the Justifier guns. Those were great. I think those are Justifiers. Anyway, well done. That was awesome. I enjoyed that. We got to hear the Dear Martha music, and that's enough. That's fine.
Yeah. And a big thank you to Red Mosquito for the idea, who said in chat, you should see if Scott can remember the name Dishonored for Dear Martha.
I got lucky today. Also, Red Mosquito sounds scary as shit. That's a scary sounding thing.
What the hell? You never remember that name, and then when it matters, you do.
Bam. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes things come to you at the weirdest possible moments. And today was one of those days. Or I've been faking it the whole time. That's for you to decide. All right. Well, there you go. That was awesome, as usual. Per usual. Now let us get into the games that we played this week. I beat a game, guys. I beat a game fresh off the presses from the year 2009. I just beat the Red Faction Gorilla again, so that's all that is.
Yeah. No, it's good to have a good
okay.
replay of a favorite game.
Third time I've beaten
that
it
several times. Yeah, I was gonna say this is feels like a common theme. That game holds you through the end many a time.
It does. I love it. I love the loop of it. I think that game is a killer game and deserves to be played. I played it originally on the 360, beat it again on PC. Then this is the remastered edition, which I beat on Switch 2 in bed mostly. So I beat it in bed. I beat it in bed. You heard me. You heard it here first.
You crank it in the shower. You beat it in bed.
Yeah, brand new game, right off the 2025 list. Kicking ass and taking names. All right. I also wanted, before I get into the games I played, want to thank, CT7567 for tossing me a copy of Stranded, which is a game I've had some interest in for a while. I kept hearing it was like, what's the complicated one with the little meeple-looking guys? Where you run a whole clan of people and they all kind of organically do their own thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're like RimWorld.
RimWorlds. Everyone loves RimWorld. I can never get into it, mostly because of how it looks. I'll be honest. I cannot stand how that game looks. So it's really hard for me to play. It's the most rudimentary ass looking graphics in the history of the world, and I just can't do it. It's just hard for me. But this is supposed to be like that, but a little lighter, a little less on the hardcore side, and that's fine with me too. And so I've had interest in it, had it on my wish list, and he tossed me a copy during the sale, which I really appreciate. So I will be checking out Stranded here shortly and let you know what it's like. But this week I played, another game just fresh off the 2025 presses. I played a whole bunch of Satisfactory 1.1. And you may say to yourselves, Scott, you says to yourself, why?
Yep.
And I would say because Satisfactory turns out is a really great automation factory game. But also, here's a game changer I was unaware of, and I'll get to that in a second. The reason that I'm doing this now, I don't want to just look at menus. Here we go. Let's go out and actually do stuff here, video. Oh, more menus. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, it is an automation game.
It is an automation game. A lot of menus, a lot of building stuff by hand until you get things more automated. But anyway, it is, first-person Factorio, basically, and it came out of early access, I want to say early this year. So technically, I'm still in 2025 town. But this is the 1.1 update. And the reason I was waiting for this is a whole bunch of quality of life changes, in particular, full controller support natively built in, instead of you having to use like custom Steam overlay stuff or other things to make your controller work right. And therefore things like Steam Deck work better. This has actual working controller support right out of the gate. And I think it is implemented wonderfully. Very, very happy with it. If I only had one beef with the game, it's that they don't have a good scaling UI option. So on Steam Deck, things can be real small to read. certain text and UI elements. But the gameplay, if you know what you're doing, you kind of know what everything is, you'll have a fine time because you won't need to read that stuff anyway. But if you haven't been in a while, it can be a little disarming. Anyway, I really like this game to start with. Now I like it even more, but here's the game changer, because I still kind of prefer a top-down kind of God mode game like this, like Shapes with a Z2, or what's the other one? Factorio I mentioned. What's the other one, Bo?
Yep.
Planet
Dyson
Sphere program. Exactly. That's more my thing. I like the top-down. I like the God view sort of with these games.
Yeah.
This game has an option right there in the options that you click on or off that lets you fly. I didn't know that was a thing. And if that's new, cool. It might be new to 1.1, maybe not. I don't know, because who knows? Probably not. But either way, I discovered it for the first time this week. And holy shit, that's a game changer, because I can go up as high as I want. You double tap, well, in this case, the A button. But if you're playing on it,
get your God view so you can see the mess you've made from first person.
And not only that, you can build from up there. So I can be way in the sky, and I can...
Oh, that's awesome.
I can manipulate shit that's way on the ground. It's not super realistic, but, whatever. What is? You're on a
priority is making the factory buildings.
Exactly. So what I'm doing is hovering way up there, and instead of being all fiddly down on the ground where I feel like I'm just overwhelmed by... I'm bad with spatial stuff. Like, I get lost in my car on the way home sometimes. I'm bad at directions.
That's why God View is good for these games, because you see the operating plan from
exactly. Yeah. And that spaghetti is way less spaghettified if you are actually up there and going, oh, okay, if I place this here, I can do this and this.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can do all the functionality that you're used to from that air position, and you can drop down, no problem. There's also an option to turn off fall damage, so if you accidentally drop too far, you don't hurt yourself. So these are, some may call them cheats. I don't care if you do or not. It made it a more fun game for me to be able to zoom way up, do some shit, come back down, do things inside the hub, pull back out, make sure it looks right, see something out of the corner of my eye. Oh, and find patches of like resources much quicker because I can actually see them. And I got way deep. I got playing this, and goodness gracious, I played for a long time. Do I think it's better than Shapes? Do I think it's better than Dyson Sphere? I don't know. I don't think any of these are better than each other so much as they are all great, and automation games rule, and I suck at them. I'm bad at them. There's no way I'm good at these. There's just not. I just look at the shit I do, and it's like, that's so inefficient. Like, it's just not. It's the way I do everything. If you guys could see my office, my cables here.
Yeah. It depends, like, how much time you put into playing. Because at a certain point, like, when you're first, like, I know mainly this is from Dyson Sphere. When you're putting things down, you're just kind of putting them down to see how they work, and it isn't efficient. Mm-hmm. But eventually, you kind of, if you just keep at playing it, you kind of figure out, oh no, I want to do this and this and this, mm-hmm. And then that's like comes with time. If you like spend a lot of time in the game, you will sort of start to blueprint things. Which I don't know. I'm sure Satisfactory has blueprints.
It does,
but
yeah.
Blueprints.
And from the sky, that's a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, like once you're like making your first few of a building type, you do it on your own, you mix it. But once you get what it does, and you just like make a blueprint, mm-hmm. like fuel refineries, you got to like in Dyson Sphere, you got to take out the coal from the ground and refine it, and it splits into water and fuel, like oil fuel.
Yep.
And you in order to get a good production amount, you're like, I need like 10 of these, but now I have 20 exit ramps for the different materials. So like just getting that all laid down one click at a time is like way better than manually doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
Once you've done it a couple of times, you're just like, I'm going to make a blueprint of this and go book.
Yeah, if I had a beef at all,
to get organized quickly when you can do that.
If I had a beef, it would be that I wish I could copy and paste easier in this game than I can in others, specifically Shapes.
That's what's kept me away from it. Like, I'm just like, the God view is pretty important, but now that they have it, it's, I don't know, it's more.
Might be worth checking out. Yeah, I mean, the game's really good. I liked it already.
The other draw of this game too is the multiplayer. Like most of those games are single player, and this one is you can play with friends.
Oh yeah, co-op the hell out of your factory if you want to. Multiple factories. There's a lot of neat stuff at play here, and it's fun, and I like it. And I'm bad. I'm very bad, and I'll continue to be bad at it. But kind of getting the itch for some automation right now. And there was a big drop of news from the Shapes people that Shapes 2 is coming out of early access this year, so that's exciting.
Yay.
I love all these kind of games. So anyway, it's weird to be so. I have so much admiration for this kind of game, but I'm not good at these. Most of the time when you usually really like a genre and get excited about it, it's because you're good at it or have some level of competence. I'm not good at these. I was not made for
that's how
these.
I am with fighting games. I love fighting games in theory.
Yeah.
In practice, I'm awful at them.
Yeah. It's like that kind of. And I'm like that with fighting games too. You and I are fighting games brothers on that front, but I like them.
Yeah.
Just suck ass. Anyway, it's cool. Worth checking out if you haven't tried it, and is available, I think, at a discount right now while the Steam sale goes 2 more days.
I thought it ended today.
Was it today?
9 a.m.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought.
Shit. Hold on.
Yeah, this is a regular Steam page when I pull it up. Although the Final Fantasy franchise is on sale.
Oh, you're right, dude. It's over. What did I not pull the trigger on? A bunch of shit. No, it's fine.
It's
Yeah, I did
fine. You've got a
one
backlog.
Yeah, I'll be all right. But this Final Fantasy
the-
sale's pretty good. Holy crap. Look at all this. The Pixel
All the
remasters.
Pixel remasters are still $64 Canadian. I don't know.
No, oh, wait.
For all 6 of them.
Okay. Okay, because
There's good deals though, but yeah, it's
6 Pixel remasters down to $11 from 17. That's pretty good.
XX2 remaster is only 13. Hey John, aren't you supposed to play this one?
Yeah.
I already have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already have it. Honestly, going down this list, I have almost everything, although I do think I never picked up the sequels to 13. So I guess maybe I'm going to be doing that now.
Weren't those kind of unique at the time, and even now there's not really sequels to Final Fantasy the way.
X2 I think was the first sequel to a number.
Right.
Yeah.
10-2.
Oh, that's true. I just felt like the 13s were unique in the kind of content they were or something.
13's unique in that there's a trilogy, like they're doing Final Fantasy 7 now, so there's 3 of them you can play.
Okay.
I've been like eyeballing Final Fantasy 13 for a replay, but it's between that and playing original Final Fantasy 7. I haven't quite jumped into either of them yet. So,
well, good news. If you thought Stranger of Paradise was calling your name, $15.99.
That's one of the ones I don't own. So
Yeah, you could get it and find out what cell phone using bullshit guy. I'm here to kill paradise.
honestly, that's actually
I'm here to kill chaos, not paradise.
I'm here to kill paradise.
I'm here to kill chaos.
That guy's awesome. Anyway, so there's that. I guess the sale's over. So sorry everybody if you didn't get that Satisfactory 1.1 update for less than
I
still worth
own an offensive amount of these games.
That's because you're a fan.
I scroll down and it's just in library, in library, in library, in library.
You're a true fan, John.
I am
We know this about you.
the final fan.
The final fan of Final Fantasy among us. All right. I also played a game that, once in a while you do a Steam sale thing on a thing you know nothing about. You've got no recommendations. You just see a brief description, maybe a couple of reviews, and you're like, this might be something I'd like. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab it because it's super cheap. It was like $3, $2 or something. And then it turns out to be a gem and like, oh my gosh, how did I not know about this? That's what I'm about to talk about. The game is called Offroad Mania. It's sort of a terrible name. Especially, I don't think the name actually lives up to what the quality of the game, because the game is actually very cool. So you guys know about Jeep safaris and that kind of, it's a weird, it's a sport that's like a sub genre of racing and off-road, where Jeeps and off-road vehicles, the goal is just to get them over and through really hard obstacles. Here in Utah, there's a ton of that going on with southern Utah, and also Moab has these like big deals going on where people are doing these Jeep safaris, and they put these trucks, cars, whatever, in this really rocky terrain. This person playing is terrible. Really rocky terrain, and you have to figure out your way through it. You have low gear, high gear, very realistic physics, shocks, tires and behavior and that sort of thing. And the goal is not to do it quickly. The goal is to get through it strategically and well, without flipping over, dying, or falling off the edge. And also you can collect these trophies if you want to 100% everything. Anyway, every level is kind of based like a stage, sort of, as those watching live or later can see. And you just keep moving to new ones. They get more difficult as time goes on. The obstacles get harder. It gets crazier. I think this person is literally just rushing through it. I don't know why I'm showing his crappy, shitty video. But anyway, the point is, it's really good. I got it's zen hooked on this. It's like Chorecore, or you know how I like dirt games, like off-road rally games. It's the same principle, where the road or the terrain is the boss fight, and the character is this car, and getting over obstacles and doing it without wrecking yourself is half the fun of the thing. It's not about racing or beating anybody's time, although there are some timed modes in this if you want to play them. It's mostly just you versus terrain, and I'm hooked on it. I really like it. It's under 300 megabytes. That's the crazy thing. It uses this low poly look, but the physics are exquisite. And it's one developer, just some dude. And I've heard it compared to things like SnowRunner? Yeah, SnowRunner, MudRunner, games like that where it's all about, I got to get this truck and this pile of logs somewhere.
Didn't you say, hold on, not to undermine your entire what I played, but didn't you say you went on a played till 5 a.m. SnowRunner?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Or put it in here.
You played a game until the wee out. You pulled BEAU hours on a video game, and it's not in your what I played.
Yep, I totally forgot. You know why? Because this thing took over and I forgot. Absolutely forgot. Okay, so similar thing though. Like if you've played any of those runner games, you know what they're like. They're basically like this, just maybe more systems, and it's more of an open world, but the goal is to all right, I get these logs in this truck. I got to somehow get them across town through the mud and snow, and I got a winch and I can pull on trees and blah, blah, blah. And I did play that really late one night. I had the code. I had a code for this a long time ago. Forgot I owned it. So that's why I played it. Anyway, this scratches a very similar itch, and it took me away so hard that I forgot I played the other one for so late. But I recommend them both. I think they're both very good. If you're looking for one that's a little more like immersively hardcore, then I suppose MudRunner or SnowRunner is your jam. But if you just want the challenge of the traversal and the accomplishment of getting through these levels, I think that this game is super cool, and it's reviewed extremely well, and not enough people know about it. So go check it out. Support a developer today. The game is called Offroad Mania. Do not let its mobile-ass game-sounding title fool you. It is a very cool Jeep Safari-style game with a very interesting look to it. And you'll unlock a ton of Jeeps and vans and trucks and different stuff. You can adjust your heights of your wheels and do all kinds of stuff in the garage to make some of the runs easier or less challenging. It's just a cool game. Oh, there's an endless mode where it just keeps assembling random shit in front of you. That's never the same, and you just go for as long as you can. And and there's a hardcore mode of that, so you can just one life, one death kind of thing. It's really, really cool. And anyway, I like it a lot. Big recommendation. Still super cheap regardless. I think this is under $10 normally. So worth grabbing even if it's not on sale. Those are pretty much it. I did check back in to remember, John, remember Soulstone Survivors? It was a Survivors-like that you weren't super happy with, but you were like, I see why you like it kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I can definitely tell why you like it.
Exactly. It was one of those deals. That came out in 1.0 form, so it's out of early access. And I hold that is a badass one of those games. I'm never going to argue with pure Vampire Survivors people that it's better or worse, because I'm never going to win that fight. But I think that game is cool, and I think that game is, for being a 3D version of one of those, very fast and responsive, and they've really polished the hell out of it. I only have one beef, and I should have captured some of these, but they added voiceover to the various characters, which there are many. There's 100 characters you can unlock that all have different abilities and stuff. And they added voice lines when they upgrade. So when I get a new, a milestone, enough XP, and I can add damage to something, the necromancer type will go, oh, what do we have here? Stuff like that, which is mostly fine. But this girl who I like to play, I like her play style. She's like a wizard. She's the worst. She's like, oh my, ew, what did we hate? She's just she wants to crawl up my brain and destroy me. I can't stand it.
It's like when Blood Elf laughs.
Yes.
Kills you.
Thank you. Male Blood Elf to be in particular. But you can turn it off. So good news, everybody. You don't have to have it on there. They really beefed up Steam Deck support. Plays like a dream on there. Super smooth, 90 plus frames per second. It's fast as hell. And I think that game's cool. Not a lot new to say because I've obviously talked about it before. And I started a new run of Rogue Trader because I let that game sit too long and I want to go back and I don't remember how the story played out. So I did a John and started over. And I just got in the mood for some 40K. So I'm going to be playing that. And I'm excited about their upcoming games, that Mass Effect looking thing. And what was that for? Oh, the Expanse game. That's what it is. That's one Bo's excited about. Remember that, Bo? You were excited. You talked about that like crazy. Remember that?
Which one was it?
The Expanse Mass Effect looking game they're working on?
Oh, yeah, that Expanse game looks amazing.
Yeah. So that's why I started it. I think Al Cat's got some cool shit to say. So I'm in the 40K mood, so I started that. And
Rogue Trader.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. Also, today, I haven't played it yet. It's installed. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 came out today, the remakes of those. Pop and Fresh gave me a gift copy forever ago. I think John got one too. Maybe we all did.
Yeah, I installed mine. I haven't played it yet, so I'm in the same boat.
Same deal. Whoops, same deal as me. I will be playing that, though. I'm very excited about it. I've heard that if you're a fan of 4, you might be disappointed that they took out 2 levels that for some reason had some copyright problem. And a bunch of music.
Levels did?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't totally understand why that happened or where that came from. Oh, look, you can go in first person here, by the way, on this cheat. It's kind of cool.
That is nothing to do with Tony.
It has nothing to do. It just caught my eye. Little ADD there. Yeah, something with that, but then a bunch of music for obvious copyright reasons. They didn't have the rights to play some of it, so there's a bunch of 4 music that got removed. 3 remains relatively untouched, is my understanding. I really like both those games, though, so I'm looking forward to diving in. And I think reviews have been pretty good so far, other than some of the music and stuff getting hacked. Anyway, that's what I played and got up to and did. And thank you again, Pop and Fresh, for that copy of the game. John, what'd you get to this week?
Well, it seemed like a good week to play something that was about almost 30 years old.
Yeah,
so
why not?
I played for the first time. Not the first time ever playing it, but the first time I ever played through it. And I beat a game. Speaking to Scott's point of beating old games that aren't relevant, I played through and beat the original Resident Evil.
Like tank control, non-zero, the real thing.
Not the prettier remastered version. I played original ass Resident Evil 1. I did it for a couple reasons. This has been popping up all over my YouTube feed because a streamer that I watch from time to time is playing through all the Resident Evils, Moist Critical, and then another streamer that I watch and follow, Maximilian Dude, did a ranking of all the Resident Evils, and I watched that because I was like, yeah, I like Resident Evils, I've got opinions, and as I was watching it, I realized I've maybe played a collective 10 minutes of the original Resident Evil, if that.
You got to be kidding me. That's shocking. Really? I'm blown away by that. I know you think 2's kind of your... I mean, that's where you started, though, really. Right?
Yeah. 2 was the first PlayStation game I ever played, was Resident Evil 2. And it's where I started with the series. And so I just never was really interested to go backwards. Like, I had already played 2.
You played the remake before 1?
I had played more of the remake, but even the remake I hadn't played very much of. We'll get to that in a second. I hadn't played very much of the remake because I didn't care about the remake. I was like, okay, they remade a game I never played. So it looks pretty. I have a GameCube, so I bought it, and I played a little bit of it, but I had never done it. And so I went through, and I beat the whole game in about 4 hours. Turns out it's kind of short. And I really liked it. Like, I was surprised. I mean, obviously, it's a game that built a franchise, but sometimes you go back to the beginning of these games and you look at them and you go, "Whoa, this was rough. This was really, really rough." I had a great time playing this, and there was actually a level of like almost puzzly combat to it that I really liked. Like, you have your handgun that's really good for dogs and birds. Shotgun, almost a guaranteed if you do the aim up right when they're up close, almost a one-shot kill to a zombie. Real good way to handle them. When you get to the hunter, the grenade launcher, which is hilariously titled a bazooka in the game, works great for the hunters. And I was like, it's kind of neat that there are weapons that just work really well. Now, what I didn't know is that there is a secret ending to the game. There's a good ending and a bad ending. Or there might even be like a neutral ending.
Okay.
But I didn't know that there was a good ending that required you to do a couple key decisions during the baseline of the story. So I played through it, and our man, Barry, he died.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no.
Barry.
Yeah.
How does Barry die? I know he's in other games. Like, what happened to Barry? Why is he dead? Yeah, him. He died.
Yeah.
And then I got to the end, and I knew through, like cultural zeitgeist, I knew how the ending of the game is supposed to be. I know it's supposed to end with a big tyrant fight, a big ticking clock as the mansion explodes. And in the end, I walked out, and I sent up a signal flare, and a helicopter came and picked me up, and we flew off. The end. And I was like, there's no boss fight. I had saved all my magnum bullets. I was like loaded up. I'm like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go. No final boss. No big countdown. No massive explosion. We just got in a helicopter and left. And it turns out it's because you got to get a special ending if you want to have the true ending.
I thought there was a whole Wesker argument up there too, no? Was there some kind of...
the Wesker stuff did happen. There's a part where I fought the tyrant, like after he kills Wesker. I did do that fight, but it was supposed to culminate in like a big heroic fight. And so I was like, this is weird. So I looked it up afterwards. I was like, why didn't I have to fight the tyrant? Am I playing on like baby mode or something? What's going on? And it turns out the entire game changes. There's a part where Barry suggests you go down in a hole. Yeah. And you go down on a rope, and then he drops the rope so you can't get out. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Clumsy Barry being Barry again. I'll go get another rope, Jill. Yeah. Wait there. And you have to wait for him to go get a rope and come back. That's the first thing. And then there's a part where he's like, hey, do you want to walk in front of me or behind me? And you have to say walk in front of him. And for some reason, those two decisions butterfly effect into Barry surviving. And that means you have to fight a boss at the end. It makes no sense, but I love that it exists. It was a great starting point for the series, as it turns out. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would.
Yeah. That makes two of us who've beaten this game, but I did it back in 97 or whatever it was.
I think I beat it too. I think I had.
Did you?
I'm shocked. Oh yeah, like everyone played Resident Evil.
Yeah, I guess this was.
I had it on Windows.
Massive hit too, right? Like it was hard to avoid.
It was huge. Yeah,
I think everybody played it. I remember.
Played it.
I remember mostly playing it. I controlled it and did it, but my friend Andrew sat next to me and just said, once in a while, I go, I think you see something glinting over there. Go see if that's something you can pick up. And there was a lot of like co-op going on. But it's one of my favorite memories of the PlayStation era was playing through this game. So much fun.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that because that ties into what logically followed.
Oh, all right.
I started playing Resident Evil Remake.
Oh.
The remake of the game. Because honestly, I kind of went back to play the original mostly because I was like, I want to play the remake. Because that's the one that everybody talks so lovingly about. It's like, oh, it's such a good remake. It's so amazing. It's incredible. And I was like, well, one of the biggest problems is I have no nostalgia for this game. I have no baseline by which to compare it. Like I've picked up a lot of things, just over time following video games and all of that.
So this is a GameCube era remake, right?
Yeah, it started on the GameCube. I will say they have done some touches to it since then because I've seen gameplay on the GameCube and modern version looks like what you will get on Steam if you download this is very different. And also the GameCube version there's an alternate control scheme that it uses that you can select on the PC that is not tank controls. Instead, the character will just move in whatever direction you push. And then it changes dynamically with the camera angle, but there's a lag. Like, it's really smart what they did. So, because it's fixed camera, so if you go into a room and you want to go to the left, instead of having to hold left until they turn to face left and then straight, you can just press left and they'll auto turn and go left. But then the camera changes and left might not be left anymore. But unless you release the stick, it will still assume you wanted to go in that direction. So it's like an intelligent movement thing. And it gives you a buffer period to adjust how you move. So it does make for occasional, like if there's a lot of camera changes, all of a sudden your character will do like a 360 spin real quick. But it controls really, really well. And
new voice acting, right? Compared to the first one, they changed all that.
New voice acting. Here's where I think I'm going to make a controversial statement.
Uh-oh.
I think I like the original better.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean the game. Or do you mean the voice? Okay.
I think I like the original Resident Evil better than Remake.
What is it? Do you think is it just the rawness of it, or what do you think you're looking at there?
So undeniably, like, this game is older than Resident Evil 4, and it still looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, they've done some really incredible things. There are some very cool things in here. The concept of the Crimson Head zombies, you didn't burn the bodies, so now you've got a more special zombie you got to fight later.
Yeah.
Like, that's an interesting mechanic. But generally speaking, broadly speaking, I feel like the things that they took away from the original were the things I liked, and the things they've added, I think, make the game worse.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think the map feels as good. I think that the voice acting is obviously better performed, but it's still cheesy, yet they stepped away from the cheese. It's sort of like, we all laugh and love you were almost a chill sandwich. You're right. What a stupid line. But what they've replaced it with is him being like, you were almost flat enough to fit in a sandwich. It's not better.
I hate that.
Just say the cheesy line. I
hate that. That's terrible.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's lost something. And I know people absolutely love the remake. It's when people talk about the greatest Resident Evils of all time, this is in the pantheon of the top tier, but it just feels stretched out in ways that I think don't feel as good as the original did, and I can't quite quantify it. It's not to say that it's bad. This is still, I would play this 100 times over some of the other games in the series. It's good. But maybe I went in with too high of hopes because people have spoken so fondly of this game. But I actually think I had more actual fun playing the original Resident Evil.
Wild. Did the dogs jumping through the stained glass freak you out like they did me? I'll never forget it. It's one of my first time I was scared in a video game was that moment.
The dogs jumping through.
Yeah. That scene?
No, what tends to get me, so they do trick you a little in the remake. There's some subversion of expectations. You go into that hallway and the window just gets cracked instead of broken through, and then they jump through on a following time through. But what tends to get me is just the zombies that are just chilling. And you just go around a corner and there's just a zombie just sitting there thinking about his day. He's not moaning, he's not moving, he's just sitting there, and that tends to get me.
Yeah. I don't like that either. You can tell they're kind of breathing, twitching, moving a little bit, but it's just are they going to jump at me? I hate that.
Also, the spiders in Remake are really good, and that does trigger my...
Oh, Bo would love that.
Arachnophobia a little bit.
I remember them. Yeah, they're pretty awful.
They're very well animated. They're very detailed. It is effective. It does actually kind of get me the oh, I feel like something's on my leg. But yeah, it's just little things I didn't like about this version as much. And they're stupid things. They're 15 to 20 little nitpicks that just don't feel as good about the game. that I do feel a little bad saying it. I haven't finished it. This one I haven't beaten. I'm getting close. I just got to the game decides to make you Indiana Jones and you spend a lot of time in caves.
Yeah, that's a weird
section of the game, but
it was weird in both those versions. Just a strange thing.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna beat it. Like I'm having a fun time. Some things are better. The stuff they did with the sharks are better. Because I was shocked. I knew because I had watched a friend play through Resident Evil 1 Remake, but I was doing other things while he played through it.
Sure.
And just chiming in every now and then to mess with him. You had a helpful friend that would tell you, "Oh, looks like something shining over there." Like that's the kind of friend I should aspire to be. I was the kind of friend that every time he ran past a body of water, I would say, "Godzilla's in that lake," and he'd go, "Shut up," and then he'd keep going. Then he'd have to go past it again because there's a lot of backtracking. I go, "Godzilla's in that lake," and then about the third or fourth time by, I had downloaded Godzilla's Roar and cranked my speakers and played it as loud as I could as he was running by. And scared the bejesus out of it.
So it has some real cut off his head dad energy, you know?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, a little bit.
This is the original Resident Evil is what my son came in and watched me play a little bit. And I was like, I don't think you should be watching this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even my wife, who cannot stand gore in any form, like it bothers her, she doesn't want to watch it, she doesn't want to see it, she could sit there and watch me play Resident Evil because it's so cheesy and campy and bad looking. She's like, this doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
So there's something about it that just I think ignores the reality of the situation on that original game.
It's a gateway drug though, because eventually she'll watch you play Ill. That's going to happen. Count on it, everybody. Ill coming soon to a nightmare near you. Well, that's cool, dude. And you beat the first one. This one, you're almost there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm enjoying it.
It's no, Red Faction remastered thing, Gorilla. But
I mean, what is that? When you can break down the entire mansion with satchel charges, just collapse it in on zombies, then we can talk.
Yeah, then we'll have an additional chat. But that's great. You also played more Building Full of Cats too, which I also got, and I think is adorable. How far did you get in that?
I beat it. I 100%.
Shit!
I got all the achievements. This was a great. I'm watching other things play game.
That game pissed me off at first because when I first got in,
Oh yeah,
it's very intricate art everywhere from the get-go, and my first inclination was like, "All right, where are the cats? Where are the cats?" And I start clicking around for cats, and there's no cats, and it's taking me forever. I'm clicking everything. I'm like, well, "What's going on?" All right, fine. I'll try that door. Okay, nothing in here either. I'll try that one on the left. Now there's cats. Like there's this place at the beginning where you're just kind of navigating through a kind of a story and a lead-in, and then when you finally get to a room full of cats to find, then they're everywhere and it's not a problem. But I spent a dumb amount of time trying to find cats in the lobby of that game, and it's a little embarrassing. I'm a little embarrassed by it.
Well, I've had like mixed feelings on talking about this. This is a weird one because it's like, how critical should I be of the find a cat image search game
Genre
that I clearly just played to have something on, right? Mm-hmm. But I found myself playing it with a critical eye, and I kept going, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? This game is just about clicking cats that you see. Why am I looking at this so critically? Yeah. But I did find myself getting a little perturbed. I got to be honest with how I felt.
Or did some
got
things
a little frustrated at the inconsistencies of what constitutes a cat.
Oh, yeah. There's a little of that.
Sometimes a little slightly round circle with 2 points on it drawn on a refrigerator, that's cat. But an elaborate, clearly a cat chair, you click on the cat head on that, not a cat.
Nothing, yeah. That's true.
And I just found myself getting really bothered by it. I was like, why is this a cat and this isn't a cat? Why is this a cat and not a cat? Why isn't this a cat? Yeah. And I was getting really upset, and then I went, what am I doing with my life? Why am I letting this bother me? It's a game where if you need help, you can literally click a magnifying glass and it'll just show you where the cat is and you click it. It is not there to be a difficult game. It is not there to be thought about in a critical manner. It is there to just distract and be silly, and for you to see the art and go, oh, look, they put that in the art. Like, you know, that's what this game is here to do, and that's what that game does, and that's why I wound up 100%ing it.
Nice job.
And it was fine. But there was a part of me that was getting a little annoyed. There are two things. It was the what is and isn't a cat seemed very inconsistent. And every time, without fail, whenever I was like, I, for the life of me, cannot find where the cat is.
Yeah.
That, like, I needed one more cat. I was like, where is it? Every single time it was behind the stupid counter in the upper left corner of the screen. It's like they knew that would be a spot people couldn't find a cat, because if you mouse over it, it'll go translucent and you can click through it. Every time there was a goddamn cat there, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Don't put them there.
Yeah.
Don't put them where the UI would be.
Yeah.
Anyway, I overthought it, I feel.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. I got 100% on it for a reason. I just liked sitting there.
Or you
clicking
100%ed it. Damn.
It's on my 100% clear games.
Well,
Most of which are not actual achievements worth bragging about, but a few of them are.
sure. For the record, this is made by a company called DevCat, and I guess what they make? Hidden cat games. That's all they do.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what they do.
Lots of them. Planet full of cats, tower full of cats, arcade full of cats, which I played last year.
I've played Arcade Full of Cats.
Yeah, so many cat games that are all about hidden cats. These guys have really cornered a market, and they seem to be. I mean, this thing's got almost 100% review. It's only about just under 500 reviews, but 97% is pretty damn good.
I mean, it's kind of just great at what it is. Like, if you want to look for hidden cats, like, that's what it is.
All right, does
It's
what it
like
says.
you almost feel like you should have a dentist appointment when you're done doing it.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
because that's like that's the kind of game it is. You're like, well, I finished the game. Now I'm gonna go get my teeth
Yep.
checked.
John
Like,
Jagger, we're ready for you to come in here and get your cleaning. Exactly. It's like the Highlights magazines when we were kids. That's what it was.
Yeah.
John or Bo, let's swing it over to you. Oh, no, you
hold
did.
on,
Sorry.
hold on.
I don't want to skip the Magic the Gathering addiction that apparently has taken over your life. What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah. So my wife bought me more Magic.
Oh, shit. She's
I thought
enabling
it-
you.
Second stream. Yeah.
I thought it was a birthday present. It turns out it was she just was so happy, and it encouraged me to stream again. She was seeing some passion and some fire coming back. She was watching me make YouTube images for thumbnails.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Oh, look at that. I'm going to get him some." She also bought me another pack that's coming. That one is for my birthday. So this will happen a third time. So yeah, she is enabling. But yeah, I opened up more cards is what I did. I did it on stream.
Fantastic.
And I had a good time doing it, and people like it. Apparently people find this very chill. I got a lot of I fell asleep to that stream or to that video. And
Not
you
even
know
a
what?
bad thing. It's kind of like
As
just
somebody who likes to put on videos to fall asleep to, I'm happy I can contribute that to the world.
Sure.
Pay it forward
Yeah.
in some way, because I have to do that a lot myself.
anything in here that was like, holy shit, I can't believe I got this card.
So apparently I did get one very rare one. I think chat said at the time of recording it was worth about $67.
Not bad.
And that is this one. We'll hold it up.
Oh, let's take a look here up close.
It's the Dragon of Mount Golg.
Is that a thing you
it's
know
a-
from things?
Yeah, it's an alternate art of it. I believe it's a mono art. Let me.
What's
let
the
me take a
game?
look.
What game is it from?
So there's
Yeah,
a series
it's a
of
mono
cards.
art from Final Fantasy 1.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a reprint of an existing card, which is the name underneath it called Ancient Copper Dragon.
Oh, that's the OG Magic card then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically there's a run of cards where they use just Final Fantasy art to reskin an existing card.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a run of those full art cards. The games of that.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
All right.
And yeah, so it's $64 that card.
Yeah. Benjamin in the chat says 63.83 is the current price.
Yeah,
not bad.
I'm seeing it on TCG Player for $80 near mint. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number. I haven't even seen this in the arena. I haven't opened it. So, is it a mythic? It's mythic. That's why. I wonder I always just wonder if it's just collector shit or if it's a use case, because oftentimes it's like a popular commander card or something like that. So.
Yeah, well, I know Vivi is currently like one of the most valuable cards you can get.
But it's like
and I think that's from I think that's from a usability as well as rare, like mixing together. Which, speaking of Vivi, I did get that card art. Not the card itself.
I saw you trolling people with that.
Yeah,
how'd that happen though? They just have art cards in there?
Yeah, they have cards in there that are just art, and then some of the art cards have signatures, so this is a signature one.
Oh, nice.
And that's the art of the rare card that everybody wants.
And Vivi, for those who don't know at home and are watching but listening, Vivi's is the kind of iconic little wizard guy that's always been part of the series, right? Like
from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah. Oh, is that from 9?
Just 9.
Yeah, that's 9.
I thought he was.
Yeah, he's modeled after what the Black Mage job in 1 looked like.
Oh, I assumed it was that.
No, but he's his own character.
But Final Fantasy IX is the one that like cribs some stuff from 1, but in this weird way.
Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, my knowledge of Final Fantasy,
like art direction style. I haven't played it. John can speak to it more, but you definitely look at Black Mages in 9 and go, "Oh, they're just the Black Mages from 1. They literally."
Yeah.
Just doing that again. But,
they have weird names like, hello, I'm Vertigo von Pubis Face. Like in 14.
One of them's called Black Waltz number 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all modeled after. There's a whole thing about Black Mages in Final Fantasy IX. There's
my favorite card about the Black Mages is there's a removal spell called Cornered by Black Mages, and it's almost like a bunch of feral animals have cornered you, like rats in a sewer, except they're Black Mages.
Yeah, the art for that is really
Cornered
cool.
by Black Mages. Yeah,
it's one of my favorite arts.
But it's the same effect as the rat card you're talking about. Is that one of these deals?
No. It's just like the vibe of the card. Like here, I'll post it in Discord.
I also got this. I really like this because it's just literally pixel art from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah, with the mechs, love it.
And I love that sort of stuff. So,
here's that one.
Yeah, and then Bo's got the art for that.
Here it is, cornered by Black Mages. Oh yeah, look at them all, dude. It's like Jawas.
Yeah,
I love the art for it. And, like the look of Black Mages in Final Fantasy is just one of my favorite looking things.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not really like they're like wizards. It's more like they're rodents that know magic is one of my impressions.
Kuja called them Black Mages, dark spawn of the mist, says the Soul Cage quote.
Yeah, I got some cards I really like. I got some Sids. So they made a version of Sid from every Final Fantasy that Sid appears in.
Well, it should be.
And I got Sid from Final Fantasy either 16 or 13 the first time. I don't remember which one. Not my favorite Sid, because not a Sid I know. Oh, not 16, because 16 I would.
Yeah, you like that Sid.
Yeah. It was either 15 or 13. I didn't really like him, so I was waiting for a better Sid. And I got Sid from Final Fantasy II, which is apparently the rarest of the Sids. And he's the first Sid, because Sid was not in Final Fantasy 1. And I got Final Fantasy 8 Sid, which is a lame Sid. But I like Final Fantasy 8, so it's okay.
Okay. He's allowed. We'll allow this one.
Final Fantasy 8 Sid, he just runs the school. He's like basically a dumpy principal fellow.
Yeah.
Like, that's about it. That's like he's just sort of a dumpy principal.
Fellow.
So
I like these a fellow. I like
there's different levels of Sid. We were trying to figure out which Sids are good.
Sure.
I think 16 Sid is a S tier Sid.
It's pretty great.
He's got the open shirt showing a little chest. He's got the cool voice. Everything about 16
voice of
Sid's good.
Galactus coming out soon. He's the voice of that guy.
Yep. Yeah. I think Final Fantasy VII Sid is an S tier Sid. He joins your party. That's gonna always get big points if Sid joins your team.
Sure.
So that's a quality Sid. Final Fantasy 14 Sid, also a top tier Sid. I'm missing some top tier Sids, but I think 2, where it all started, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah,
that's a good Sid
that's
too.
a good Sid. All right. Well, there you go. Any other notes about your journey into Final Fantasy Magic and Magic the Gathering in general?
I need to listen to Bo's bonus content. I need to learn some. I think the next time
it is posted. It's up.
The next time I open cards, I want to know something about Magic. Because I opened this pack still knowing nothing about it.
It's 2 hours long and it's rambly, so hopefully it does the job, but it might just be something you fall asleep to.
It could be, but hey, you know what? I will still know more than I know now, which is not a whole lot.
Up from it, then I've done my job, but it's just vomit. Like, you're probably better served by going through your new player manual in that Foundations box. I think and playing it out. But I mean, There's lots to know, and it's easy to take it for granted once you're already familiar, because it's just easy.
Sure,
it's not that difficult, but
yeah. That's special up for patrons now, by the way. If you guys have not checked it out, if you're a Patreon supporter, and if you're not one, you can sign up now and get it. So check it out.
And if you want to see me open a bunch of freaking cards, it's on my YouTube page.
That's right.
For the stupid thumbnails of me getting eaten by magic cards.
Craftless Rogue on YouTube, by the way. That's where you want to go.
Yeah.
Bo, swing. Oh, you know what I was going to do today before we get to your stuff? I was going to roll D20s for initiative today to see who went first, and I forgot to do it. But
that's fun.
Next week I'm going to do it. We're going to roll for initiative, and we'll see.
Is our modifiers the amount of points we've won in the competition?
That's a great question, because I was thinking about modifiers and if we should add any modifiers, and I couldn't think of anything in particular other than like if we finished a game that week, maybe you get +1 or +2 to initiative. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Interesting. All right, I like this idea.
We'll figure it out. Finish an old game, you get +10 to initiative.
But it throws off our rhythm because we all have our usual place, but maybe shaking things up is good.
Yeah, just for funsies, just to change things up. Bo, you played the game that none of us seem to be able to play, and you did.
So I've been dreading this moment all week.
We're
just going to start with the headliner. Well, yeah. So listen, we've talked over the years a lot of shit about Hideo Kojima. And
you guys,
in particular,
it's not even
like
I like
it's
him.
not even Hideo. It's more just Jeff Keighley. It makes me the Jeff Keighley energy around this guy really just makes me like,
it's annoying.
But what's been also just kind of frustrating is no one having, he did his thing with Metal Gear Solid, but Kojima Productions, he's on his own, and he hit the world with Death Stranding. And whenever you watch the Video Game Awards, we always have a segment where Jeff Keighley's like the visionary, greatest, best person ever, and the most amazing game developer of all time, Hideo Kojima, winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award every year for the rest of eternity.
Feels
Hideo
like
Kojima.
it. Yeah.
And the problem is, like, I like making jokes. Like, there's plenty of games I could, make crack fun at that I haven't played, but this one is just, it's such a reoccurring theme. And this game has fans. This game was purchased not by Ziggurat, but by Hans Sanitizer, whose wife came to correct me on, and I feel bad. So let's just get that out of the way. Mm-hmm. But Ziggurat loves this game too. There are people that love this game, and the reason I'm dreading this is because people like their Hideo, and there are a lot of people that are listeners, and I might not be that nice about the game.
When you said you were dreading it, I was like, "There's two ways this goes. This goes the way of Bo is dreading it because he has to eat a lot of crow." Or he's dreading it because he's about to say he was about everything.
No, it's not eating a lot of crow, because I'm not going to come out here and say this game is just flat out bad, 1 out of 10, goodbye. This game is just a mess of good and bad things. It is so all over the place.
That actually sounds exactly like a Kojima game.
I can't sit here
I would describe all of them.
I can't sit here and tell you that this is a 10 out of 10. I also can't sit here and tell you this is a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
It does some stuff pretty awesome, and it does some stuff awful that makes me want to take the game, if it still came in cartridges, and punt it out the window. Yeah. What is this? First of all, what is this game? All right, because last time I played, I described it as a bunch of science mumbo jumbo. And I knew that coming into my reattempt, which I started right from the beginning. So I said, I'm going to treat the fiction of this as like pulp 60s, like sci-fi fantasy opera, like take away the fact that he's some visionary. I think that meta context is important because he shits meta. Hideo shits meta all over the video game. Okay, the PlayStation boss is there. Conan O'Brien is there, and he's a host in the old world.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much like fourth wall breaking because Hideo likes his celebrity friends that doesn't actually add anything to the game, which is a mark against this game completely. There's like a person you deliver things to. One of the is cosplayer, and they like to cosplay. And I'm like, is an apocalyptic world like take your cosplay and shove it up your head? Like, what is like? It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Not that I don't like cosplaying. It's just in the context of the video game, it seems like not a priority right now.
Yeah.
So let me actually. One of the things I think no one's able to have done in years that I've paid attention to is actually explain what the game story is.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do it for you.
Do it.
All right. The world has gone to shit.
Yeah.
It's a wasteland because of some apocalyptic event called the Death Stranding. Okay, which means ghosts appear. All right, and they eat people. And when they eat people, it causes a nuclear explosion. Also, when people die, it causes a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
So you got to incinerate the corpses.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the world. That's the situation. All right, and there's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo around it. And, that sounds all right. That's actually pretty compelling. Oh, shit, when people die, they cause nuclear explosions. That's insane.
Wait, do they burn them just before they die then? Because if they die, they're dead.
No. When they die, it takes a bit of time. So one of the first missions you do is to take the corpse of the president and incinerate it before it blows up. Yeah. That's like mission number 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And it's good. This is good. This is the good stuff. This is like, okay, maybe it's weird or whatever, but like you've set up this fictional world that's like sounds terrible, and okay, and then the characters you see, like the Troy Baker character, Fragile, and you, the player, are basically the X-Men of this world. When you die, you don't really die. You go to this weird place called the beach, which is why the sequel's called Death Stranding 2 on the beach, by the way. I don't know the full explanation, but there's weird time stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
So they have these X-Men that they call repatriates, which means when they die, they don't really die. They sort of come back somehow, and nobody really can explain it. And they get powers. Fragile is Nightcrawler. She can bamf around. Troy Baker is a summoner character. I don't know who in the X-Men would be the analog, but he can make BTs appear, and he can make the Timefall appear. And your guy, Sam, is we're not really sure what his latent power is, but he is definitely a repatriate, and
holding too much shit.
Yeah,
I think it's like we're gonna uncover like what it is that his whole thing is, but I think it's just more just that he's like I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just he doesn't die. Nobody knows why, but his blood is good at killing the ghosts, which they call BT. So you'll like make they'll. Every time you take a nap in your private place, in your private room, they'll take your blood from you and they'll make grenades from it and stuff. And you can throw these grenades made out of your blood and shoot a gun with bullets made from your blood, and that kills the ghost. And they don't know why it happens, but something about your blood is lethal to the ghosts. Okay.
We're gonna get best
like
emails.
it's silly, but this stuff is like actually like a cool fiction. I'm like, okay, like I can get into it. It's weird X-Men. Death is here, and there's science mixed into it. So when it rains, rain makes you old because it's like there's time travel in rain.
Like you do.
If you splash it on you, you get old, and it's a mechanic that makes the stuff on your back like the boxes age. So when you're stuck in rain, it actually is a clever mechanic to make you like, oh, I got to get through the time fall. And then the ghosts appear in the time fall, so it's extra challenging because you got to sneak your way through the ghosts. It's good friction for the delivery mechanic, right?
Right.
So like I'm telling you all the good stuff, and like honestly, the Die Hard Man stuff, like yeah, it's a little weird or whatever, but like the cinematic parts are awesome.
Yeah.
Like they're cool. When you first meet Troy Baker, it's like epic. I just, Troy Baker now planted a nuke into my deliveries, and I had to throw it in a tar pit so it wouldn't actually blow up a city, and that was like kind of all right and stuff. It's like the story's doing the thing, but then there's the actual playing of the game, which is okay. So I told you all the good stuff. The fictional world's actually kind of cool. I got hooked and wanted to find out more about the story. I think the characters are neat. and this is a great movie that I'd watch. Okay. Then you get to playing the game. And playing the game is maximum effort AAA. A lot of menus and conveniences are there. Everything's well done. Graphics look great. But it's basically 3 game genres mixed into one. And it doesn't, all of them kind of are mid, basically.
Okay.
What are the game genres? Well, Metal Gear, like you do there. So stealthing around the ghosts is kind of okay. And there's other, there's people that have gone insane, delivery people that have gone insane and worship like some weird delivery god and will steal your deliveries. It's a bit of a stretch. They're called mules, but they provide you with like enemies to fight, and you don't lethal them because killing people is bad. You either shock them or you bully them and then kick them in the face so they get knocked out. And it's like, it's all right. It's okay, but there's no amazing stealth levels. They're just kind of out there, and it just kind of happens. It's underdeveloped, right? And it's pretty simple, even if it is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So there's a half-baked stealth game. There's a half-baked delivery game, and I'd say this is probably the part that's most developed because you got to stack stuff. It's kind of memey, but you do get upgrades to your like skeleton. You get like an exoskeleton that helps you stabilize. You get vehicles, so if you hate like derping around on your back, you can just ride a motorcycle or a truck, and that makes these things much more fun. So the delivery part actually kind of okay. You get the challenge when you scan. If you see like terrain with X's, you'll trip over them if you're running with heavy load. But the cool part is the enemies will too. Like those mules you fight, it'll be funny. They'll be running at you and trying to get you, and they'll trip over a rock, and you'll like start laughing. You're like, you know, like what's good for the enemies is also good for you, and I appreciate that in the design. However, delivery, it's just kind of. And there's okay. So another great part also is that some of the deliveries are kind of funny. Like you have to deliver pizza at one point. Also, there's this one settlement that really needs sperm, and so you're delivering a case of sperm to them. And I'm like, all right, this is hilarious, right?
Whose sperm is it? Do you know?
I think it's just general sperm, like a big mix of sperm. Because
that sounds like a character, General Sperm.
General Sperm.
And it seems like something Hideo Kojima would be happy to create a character named General Sperm.
No. It's just sperm.
Okay.
You know, but that stuff's fine. But it has you like delivering ridiculous things too. Like I think I picked up underwear. Like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, are there underwear manufacturers in this post-apocalyptic world? Like nobody wants to go outside basically because the world's full of ghosts and time-traveling rain that basically just kills you, makes you old and kills you.
Yeah.
So everyone's like bunkered up basically, and that's why you're special because you're willing to connect these people through the internet. You're basically an ISP guy, and you're delivering goods that can't be chiral printed over the network. So sperm.
Yeah, we're not used to
it's like there's compelling stuff. You're like, oh, this is funny and interesting, and it's good. And it keeps me playing. But at the same time, once you've done a few deliveries, they give you the slow. Like you're like, oh, I got vehicles, sweet. How about the slowest vehicles in gaming ever? They literally every vehicle literally goes too much. I have a highway you can build.
Yeah.
Right. So you build roads, and this is the third part of the game is that it's a survival builder game, but with so many features missing and a lack of permanence. I'll get to that in a second.
I thought that was the whole thing with it, though, that not just you, but a bunch of other players' stuff would show up.
Right. So you do see other players' stuff. The problem, there's 2 problems with it. So first of all, you build structures like bridges to get over rough terrain, zip lines, ladders, but the time fall affects those things. So you'll build something, you're like, sweet, I made a route to this place. Well, it's going to go away. The time fall is going to erode. The
rain's going to erode
keep repairing it. Yeah. And honestly, I'm stressed because now I built all this shit that's not going to stay, and I'm just like, I hate it. You know what I mean? Like it's like time limits in levels. Like everything erodes. Yeah. So I have a timer. The stuff on my back erodes, and it wants me to go get resources to go refill it. Now I think players through the asynchronous gameplay, if you're online, can all help contribute. That's only if other people happen to, there's no guarantee. Like the highways I'm using right now are eroding, and I'm like, I spent a lot of time getting a ton of resources to make those highways, only for them to, I'm not going to be playing this game for 5,000 hours. Just leave the roads there, please. So, and it's a lot of that's like that, where stuff will deteriorate, degrade. or just disappear. Like sometimes I'll get into a fight and I'm like, let me put this stuff on the ground. If you walk too far away from it, it either disappears or erodes. And it's just like, it's frustrating. The other thing that's frustrating too is like, I get that traversal needs to be hard, but like the level design is so obtuse where like some parts is just full of rocks. And I'm like, I want to play a delivery game. Like if you're giving me rough terrain, that's fine. But let me carve out my own roads. Like maybe I'm just playing too much Valheim, but it's like, is there not like a nice pick and jackhammer where I can just clear out this debris and make a nice road for myself? It's like, no, I've got to make a road or a bridge that's going to deteriorate, that doesn't place very well. And so I find the construction items very limited and bad. And I find like the delivery, while kind of fun when you're doing the main story quest, they want you to get 5 stars and do these inane deliveries. It gets really tedious and boring. And honestly, like I'd have quit, but I'm sticking with Death Stranding because I want to say I've played it and have a fully formed opinion on it. So I will say like these 3 aspects of the game could all be like indie games in their own silo, you know, and maybe just better if you focus on either the stuff on the back, the delivery business, or the survival post-apocalyptic games, of which there are already thousands of survival games. So, or just give me a great stealth game. Like there's points where I'm like, screw the delivery. Like I just want to like take out enemies in this cool world and fight bosses and stuff like that. Like I hate the delivery part. And sometimes these combinations come together to like be better than the whole. But I would say these combinations come together to be worse than the whole.
Yeah, all the talk about the new one is that him and his team figured out a way to do that first thing. And that the first game is a mess in some ways, like you're saying, and not cohesive and all of that, but that he figured out how to do it in 2. And so what I'm curious about is by the time you finish this, do you think when this hits PC in 6 months to a year or whatever, do you think you would give 2 a shot?
I'm reserving judgment till I get to the end, because I will say, like, the breadcrumbs have been enough to keep me kind of pushing forward and playing the game. There's like nice surprises, and there's a quirkiness to the games that is there that I like, that I think is like, that's what I'm saying. It's a mess of good and bad, where I'm just like, I can't say, like, part of me is like, I think if I wasn't playing this for the show, I probably would just bail on this game.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I'll play it too. It's funny as a streamer, like sometimes you're like showing clips and you do hilarious things. Like there's good. It's like, it's basically Darth Vader of video games. It's like, there's good in you. I know it. But also like all the NPCs you deliver to, they email you constantly. Like every time something happens, you're like, and Die Hard Man every 5 seconds is, hey Sam, you should check your mail. It's like, shut up, Die Hard Man. And then I check my mail and it's all these people going, like, telling me their life story via emails. And I'm like, stop spamming me, you assholes. Like, don't you know, like, email etiquette? Like, no one wants to get email from like 7-page emails, 10 of them from a guy. Like, I'm just, you know, and like stuff like that. And it's like they have hints to go find things and do things in the game, kind of encouraging you to read them. And that's when I sit there and go, I hate this game. I want to stop playing. But then I do something cool and I'm like, oh, this game's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. Like, I'm digging it.
Sure.
What I think this game appeals to is I can't recommend. There's only one type of person I can recommend this game to, and that's someone who plays too many video games.
Yeah.
Like us. Like, it offers weird, different takes on things. It's experimental and creative in a way that I think people very familiar with games can appreciate, which is why the genius talk comes up with this game and stuff. But if you're just like, I want to sit down and have fun playing something, like, I'm not recommending this. This game isn't fun. Yeah, and it's oddly engaging. It's interesting. I want to pay it compliments. I kind of get hooked into going along with the MSQ, but like, I'd rather, if it was delivery, I don't know what delivery game is better, but I'm sure there's something better out there that's just a standalone delivery game. I'd rather play Valheim or some sort of survival game for the world building, and I'd just play an action game to get the action out. Like, the only thing unique about it that's going for it is like the kind of interesting world that feels, new and fresh.
Sure.
In terms of that aspect, but I'm not finished. I think I'm solidly halfway through the game, if I had to guess.
Oh, you did a lot then. So fair.
Yeah, I'm about 40 hours in. I've pushed the MSQ pretty far, but I don't really know, and I'm kind of reserving. Maybe the conclusion will be like, sometimes the conclusion of a game will just be like, man, what a journey.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But so far, it's just a mess. I can't give this game like a 10 or a recommend, but I can't say it's bad either. Like, they released a game, it's bug free, it has interesting ideas in it, feels kind of original.
Yeah.
The characters are kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the quirkiness, so take that for what it's worth. Like, it's just you're just getting something different here, and whether you think it takes someone's a genius because they did that, or if it's like self-indulgent crap, it's definitely self-indulgent crap. Like, one of the guys you deliver it to is film director, and he emails you about, man, I was born 50 years too late. They used to watch films in theaters, and films are so awesome. Just like, shut up. People are nuclear bombs. I don't want to. This is unimportant. I don't want to hear your personal opinions, Hideo, about films.
Well, how do you feel about the new one having like actual George Miller in it? Well, not playing himself, but George Miller's playing a character. He's got more actors playing more people this next time.
It's super annoying. I think there's like one of the guys you deliver to is a PlayStation CEO. Like, it pulls you out. like because you're thinking about the meta context. You're like, who is this celebrity in this game? Like, everybody is someone who from the game, and I'm like, I feel like I'm like, why is this is not good? Like, this is self-indulgent. This is not saying we want the player to feel immersed in the world. This is saying we want the player to remember that Hideo made this video game, and that's like disrespectful. That's not the mark of genius in video game design. That's the mark of self-indulgence, and that's crap.
All right. Well,
sure, you say that now, but the first time somebody dies and turns into a nuclear bomb, you're gonna be saying Hideo's a genius.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens in the opening.
Oh.
Like, shit goes wrong. Yeah, shit goes wrong. Not with the president. That was successful, but it introduces you to the idea of that you're a repatriate pretty early on, because you get blown up in the void out.
All right.
So, yeah. Also, Mads Mikkelsen is around.
Yeah.
Now he's an awesome part of this. Troy Baker's character is pretty cool, and like all the characters, Fregiel and the Mads Mikkelsen character so far. Yeah, this is where the game also got really weird, because a tornado sucked me in.
Of course.
And then I went into a weird World War II scenario where like I was running behind tanks. It was actually pretty awesome. It was like a set piece where like I'm in the trenches of World War II, and I'm running behind tanks, and an airplane crashes near me, and then I'm fighting him as a World War II soldier.
Weird.
For some reason. And like, the weird stuff's good, and that was pretty, like I said,
his cutscenes are insane.
I can't recommend it, and I can't say it's like terrible or bad. I just have a hard time saying it's good, because it has, like, it's not. I think about games where I'm just like feeling joy from front to back, like Cyberpunk 2077 and Final Fantasy VII remakes and stuff. And this is not that. This is like painful. And the fact that there was that news article where he's like, the game's too good, so we had to make it less fun.
Yeah.
I understand what it means a little better now. It's that it's not self-indulgent or agonizing to play.
Oh,
like,
shit. Well, apparently he failed at tweaking it, because people love the new one, and people who hated the first one love the new one.
It's hard to parse that, because when someone's a genius, you've got to cut through the genius commentary.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I'm just saying,
like,
there are people who really dislike the first game who really like the second game. So that may be something.
It could be that it's better. I see the potentiality in the game. So a sequel could be. It could be that it's much better. I really don't want it to make me curious enough to play a second game. I just want to hate this game and move on with my life.
Yeah, I understand.
Because this, like I said, this is not a 10 on 10 game. Like, it is. When I think about all the games that like just blow my mind with how fun and how emotional they make me, like even Yakuza, it's like it's self-indulgent, and I mean, delivery is kind of boring. Oh, and here's another crime that really, really bugs me. So.
How the baby in your thing still at the early part?
I mean, the baby's there. They just think of him as an object. It's just weird. Sometimes
really
you got to
weird.
take him out and soothe him. He cries. If you fall off a cliff, he goes.
Do they ever explain what that thing is, or was that a spoiler to even ask?
So there is some explanation, but it's like basically it's a device for detecting the ghosts.
Okay.
And what they figured out, I don't know what genius figured this out, but basically, if you take an unborn baby and kill its mother, but keep the mother in stasis, it's called a still mother.
Yeah.
That BB will stay alive as a fetus like forever, and it's really good at detecting ghosts. That's
Japanese drugs are better than ours.
That's about as much as I know. It is like morbid, but also it's like, okay, it's kind of it's not the worst part of the thing. It's weird, but it's like, okay, like that's why I'm saying you need to approach this like not like this is a visionary predicting the future and using scientific words to do something accurate. You need to take it like some pulp fantasy book that is just stupid and ridiculous if you think too hard about it, and you can poke a billion holes in how dumb all of it is. Just check that out. It's just straight up a fantasy at this point, except that it's couched in people that do sciencey things and social commentary.
Sure.
But I just ignore all that because most of it's bad and dumb, honestly. And I think there are people who play this go like, he's really smart and making smart things. And I'm like, no, I can't. If that's the case, I can't enjoy this. This is a 0 out of 10 game. I can't enjoy this game that way. I don't agree with any of that.
Okay.
But, it's still strangely compelling and has interesting ideas. It's hard to just land somewhere on this one.
Yeah.
But to say it's like good or the best game ever, it's like, will this be my game of the year? No, it won't even make the list.
Yeah.
That answers your question.
Okay. Fair point.
Yeah. But this is the other thing that really bugs me so hard. So on the East Coast, right? You start in Washington because you're trying to regrow America, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's isolated. No one cares about America anymore. But the president's going to put the country back together by connecting everybody.
Who plays the president? Do you know?
Well, the president, there's a first president. I can't remember. Is it Lindsay Wagner, I think?
Oh, I like her.
But she dies. But maybe she's on the beach, and then someone else takes over who's like your sister or maybe a girlfriend.
Oh, is it it's not the French girl who I have a big crush on her.
No, it's not Fragile is someone else. She's actually Troy Baker did something really mean to her, made her walk naked except covered her head in the Timefall. So she's like got her young face.
Oh, in game.
But she has like,
man, Troy Baker, avoiding being canceled for that one.
Yeah, controversial.
I mean, Troy Baker plays a villain in this game. He's a terrible
he's
person.
Higgs.
It makes her walk in the Timefall, so
Higgs
she has
something.
like a 90-year-old body,
Yeah.
but has like a youthful head, basically.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah,
I love that actress.
I just found out that bit of backstory. Like I said, the story part. Like if Hideo just made this a movie, I'm like, I'm in. I'll watch this stupid shit.
Eventually, he's going to just do that, right? He's going to get to the point where he's like, why am I even bothering? I'll just make.
It's like
cutscenes.
watching a weird, cool movie with extra steps. You got to do DoorDash for 40 hours.
Yeah.
Like hard DoorDash, but this is the part we have to talk about because it frustrates me every time I think about it. It makes me hate the video game. So the first zone is on the East Coast. You got to connect up the East Coast. And it's like there's these, they don't call them the names, like it's not Boston anymore. It's just not city. Like they have names you don't recognize.
Yeah.
But they're on the map of America. And so, basically there's 4 locations where I don't know what's there. Maybe like you're driving from Washington to Boston, where Boston would be, to where, I don't know, Denver might be or something. Like you're going the length of Florida between spots according to the map visually, right?
Yeah.
But in game, it's like a 5-minute drive. Like you drive past a creek and go over a hill and you're in Boston. And I'm like, I know video games kind of shrink things. Like, like if we're doing Grand Theft Auto, and it's like maybe it's 3 and it's like kind of New York City, but not. It's definitely not the square footage of an actual New York City. Even Night City and Cyberpunk feels smaller than it should be, even though it's quite large. Like if they were just going 1-to-1 realism.
This is a little
this game shrinks America to this. Like also what happened apparently in Death Stranding is America got shrunk to the size of Hawaii or something.
Oh, is that
like
so? They try to explain it with
ridiculous.
that. That's weird.
No, they don't. That's just my
That's just how it
headcanon,
is.
because it
Okay.
is so. It's like, oh, we need to connect Washington to Boston. It's so far apart, and we're disconnected. And it's like I take my bike and drive over a stream and a hill, and I'm like, there's Boston. You know, like this is so stupid. Like put some effort into the distance between your cities, which is like to me the laziest sin of this game at all. Which is it's about connecting America. There's a game called Oregon Trail, you know, where you have to make a long journey across America. Why is America like a 30-minute drive end to end in this game?
Yeah.
Real stupid. And it makes me hate it just because of how much they emphasize like that it is America and there's a map of America and these are places in America. Now the second zone's not as bad, but still the one-to-oneness of the map is like, you don't just cross a lake and get like a third of the way across America. There's like 10,000 lakes geographically on any landmass. Like it is so lazy to me that it's not just a shrinking down, but it's like a complete, you know, it's just stupid, you know. And I just think this game's stupid, and
Yeah.
it bothers me a lot.
All right.
There you go.
Well, there you go. An early look at about half of the game, half of the MSQ.
Yeah, if you're going to make like a journey about a delivery guy going through post-apocalyptic, yes, the walk, like instead of making it, whoa, will I bounce things, make it like a trek, like in Valheim, where I have to go really far to find a mine and then get it in the boat and not. Like Valheim just does Death Stranding better than Death Stranding, like in my opinion. So,
Wow. All right.
it's
At least that survival
it's not
part,
that-
anyway, right?
Well, the whole point, like, you know, the whole point of a trip is that it's like you're out there for a long time and there's danger in going from A to B.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, oh, they definitely made the game more fun because they want you to go back and forth 500 times instead of just making it like a long trip. Like the game would have been way better if it was just a one-way game. Like connecting America together through the chiral network is enough. I don't need to deliver underwear in a side quest. Like that's just fluff. And might as well put fishing in this game.
Yeah.
It's not like compelling content at all. Like what would be compelling would be to just linearly go from place to place. Maybe you have a choice at a certain point about which places to connect up.
Yeah.
But the connecting alone would have made enough of a game had they actually put more content that was fun, aka stealth missions and places to go through, rather than just be like, build a highway and build like zip lines and just go back and forth 50 times and get 5 stars. By the way, if you like getting social media likes, that's how you earn. That's the reward currency in this game is likes.
Yeah.
So get used to hearing like. Like I have 100,000 likes so far as my courier score.
Yeah.
And I need more. I don't know. Like when I say stuff like that, I'm like, I hate this game. I need to stop playing it. I don't think I'm going to play it anymore.
Wow.
But then I think about the cool stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should play it a little more. Yeah, I do have some people. I don't know if people in chat want to like.
Nat says, "Do you
There's
have
a lot of people who really like this game? I have the bike.
You have
yes.
the bike. Slow
I have
though.
the truck.
Slow.
I have the truck. I have speed legs. I have like zip lines. I don't want to use any of them.
I'm sold now. I'm playing this game now. You get speed legs.
So like, there's one sort of sweet mission where like because of the apocalypse, like 2 loves are separated, and
Yeah.
so one of your delivery is to deliver the girl. Like you have a live girl in the back of your thing, and you're running with someone to the other place, but then the ghosts attack, and there's the time fall, and you're like, oh, and you don't want to damage the cargo. And I'm like, this is a cool mission. Like this is a good use of the mission. Finally, one out of 20 missions is actually a cool mission, and
wild.
yeah, but yeah, I don't recommend this game. It's bad, but if you do check it out, it's interesting. You know, you could be playing worse things. That's the best I got, guys. I don't know if that's confusing or helpful.
Well, here's a wild bit of information for those who are at home going, you know, I really want to know about this weird story, but I don't want to play through it. If you want to just watch cutscenes, I just looked it up. 11 hours, 37 minutes of cutscenes.
Whoa.
In the first game, this director's cut, which I don't know what that means, but director's cut of the game, Death Stranding director's cut, which came out about a year later, all of those back to back, just running in order, 11 hours, 37 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm probably well through the game then. So I've seen a lot of it. Another thing I'd pay the compliment to is your hub, like where you go to chill and relax, take a nap, shower, pee, and like set your gear up is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
I like the way you can drink energy drinks. You can put sunglasses on. You can eat little tardigrades. You can check your mission status. Like the way that they set up, like there's a lot of quality and care and attention to detail put in the game. That is like aces, like 10 on 10. I'm just like, I love this player hub. I love the way they did this. That's what I mean. This game is like, I love the way they did that. I freaking hate the way they did this. I love this. I hate this. I love this. I hate this. And I just think the end result is if you're like gaslighting your player into liking and hating things, you probably didn't do a good job. So that's where I'm at.
All right.
On the game.
Well, there you go. A little more of the usuals. It sounds like you did.
Yeah. So, but we had a big session in Valheim. Speaking of Valheim, we finally did the Mistlands boss called the Queen. And it took us, we did it 4 players, and it took us 35 minutes to kill, of which I died 0 times. But I'm
guessing Crafton died a lot.
Well, Pepperoni Pete doesn't play that much, and it's kind of like we sped run him through the game, so he's got all this stuff, but he's just not as comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So he died about 10, 15 times, and it was just interesting, but it was like an epic slog because like the Queen, she constantly spawns bugs, and those bugs hit like a truck. So we had to chain together our bone mass powers to reduce incoming physical damage.
Yeah.
It played like a raid boss, but like not tab targeting MMO. It was actually really fun.
Really?
It's like a last longer thing. But yeah, it was.
How long does it take to take a boss? Like, let's say you didn't die. How many, I don't
know. Usually the boss, it depends on the boss, but like Bone Mass took us a good 30 minutes. Like they get to a point where they're very tough and they hit really hard. That's kind of the big thing. So you just got to like dodge. You got to parry. It's almost like playing Elden Ring Nightreign in a way. Like you got to parry time good. And you got to conserve your stamina. If you burn your stamina, then you can't dodge or run away or do attacks. So it's, we had a good time with it, and it's one of those game feelings you have where you're just like white knuckling it for 35 minutes. Like you're just like, oh, because there's a little bit like maybe we go make some more gear, come back later. Maybe we decided to do it then, but we didn't have 100% of what was there. But we just kept holding on. And for me, it was just a last longer thing of like, I really didn't die through the whole thing. And so that just kept the momentum going of us continuing to.
Was Crafton in this fight
this thing? Oh, yeah. Crafton's there.
He complained a lot.
He only died once or twice.
Oh,
but,
okay. That's not bad.
Yeah. No, he held his own. Everyone held their own. It was a team game. We all did good. But it was just one of those things that I think if we all wiped really early and didn't get there, we'd like try and get our gear back and maybe come back later. But it turned into.
He didn't get mad and say, "I'm not going to give these employees their bonus."
No,
exactly.
Not like his namesake. No, he tried to pickpocket the boss and then drug a bunch of mobs in. But we
also have like really sick weapons now. Like if you look at that hammer, it makes everyone's screen like physically distort, like in this crazy way.
It's pretty cool.
I think Crofton's computer was like dying because it was too much. It's funny for this game to say it has too much graphics and stuff going on because it doesn't look like that kind of game.
This game continues to be weirdly beautiful and rudimentary at the same time. It's so strange to me.
Yeah,
look at this game.
It's got that, it's got that effect where it's like, Minecraft looks kind of not impressive, but people love playing it, and it's kind of got the same thing going for it.
Yeah.
Voxel graphics that I think allows them to do things that otherwise they wouldn't do. But
my brother-in-law Ken, who's probably seeing this video now at some point or hearing the podcast, he's playing a lot of Valheim right now, and he was talking about he had like 100 mods or something. I can't remember how many he told me. It was a lot.
Yeah, there's ways to.
Are you doing that?
Big modding? No, we're not doing. We're doing a no mod, like just a baseline game.
What are most of the mods? Are they graphical or are they something else? What do they do?
I mean, I know there's a VR mod where you can play in VR. That one I'm aware of. I haven't tried it, but that's one.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I think
it's probably some quality of life stuff.
I like the default. The default game is like very satisfying to me overall. Like there's a creative mode where people just, you don't want to farm the resources. You just want infinite resources and make shit, and that's cool. And people make really cool things in that game.
Yeah.
But I dig the survival stuff, but it's I think it's fairly like easy game to mod in terms of you're not having to do 3D art assets like in a high quality games. It's like it is 3D, but I mean, I just think I assume it's a bit more straightforward to mod. I don't know, but I don't know what the mods are.
Yeah.
All I know is that this game, I love this game to death. It's so good. It's the best survival game. And it brings, I think it's also just a fact that, I'm able to play with friends and they all like it too.
Sure.
That adds a lot to it. But I think I think it's just the permanence of the game. It doesn't have any, you're playing with friends, but it doesn't have any of the MMO trappings. It's trying to keep you playing week to week.
Right.
And it doesn't have any of just that online bullshittery, whether it's mobile or gacha or whatever. It's just a good time. And each biome has like pretty dense mechanics and things to build towards. And the boss fights are like a real challenge. So
nice.
Yeah, it's good.
And this is the final biome, and then when's 1.0?
No, we have Ashlands to go to. So as part of killing this boss, we get access to a giant mother effing boat. It's like the size of a house. Like it's
like a long boat.
The Ashlands are surrounded by red water that damages most boats, but not this special boat. So. The Ashlands are next, and all reports indicate that Ashlands are tough as nails. So, if anything, the challenges have only just begun. So.
I dated a girl in high school named Ashland. That was her name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she's a final biome, but she was definitely a date.
Did she damage boats?
No. She didn't have a lot of ash or fire or any of that. She was very white, I could tell you that. Like, whiter than me. The kind of skin.
Ashy.
Yeah. Yeah.
With dry skin.
Now that you say it, Ashland. It's like Ashley, but Lind. Anyway, that is neither here nor
I'll
there.
bring your Vaseline so you can moisturize your skin.
Hell yeah. I always got a bottle in the car. Bo, let's... and you also played the usuals, Nightreign. I guess you 100%ed your achievements there. Nice job.
I'm playing Nightreign. I mean, I've 100%ed the achievements in Nightreign, but I did the new Everdark boss and, killed it twice. 2 out of 3 attempts is not bad. I've played it a ton, so I'm taking a break. Also, there's no new Everdark bosses for a little while because we thought there was going to be a new boss every week, but now they're just recycling bosses until later. They're confirmed more are coming, but they're not ready. We're consuming content far outpaces their ability to, I guess, put it together. So that's fine. I need to play other games. Taking a break from my favorite game ever is okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
To play Death Stranding, a half boring, half okay game.
There you go. Half boring, half okay. Sounds like the new one's a lot more okay than boring, so I'm excited about it. I am excited about the second game because I just can't. There are too many voices that were ripping on the first game who love the second game. I just can't ignore it. I'm just so curious, So I think I am going to watch that 11-hour movie. And then I'm going to
settle in.
Yeah, and then I may play that game when it comes out on PC at some point. All right,
we'll see. But I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep playing Death Stranding or not. There's I definitely need a break from it for sure.
Sure.
And I played some Magic Gathering.
Shit. Per usual.
Really, most of my time has been in Death Stranding. I'm really giving this like a heroic level of effort because I want to stop talking shit. At least one of us has to have played it so that when we make fun of Jeff Keighley in like a couple months, we'll just look like less of a jerk. We'll still be jerks, but it'll be less of a jerk.
When's the next event? It's like
at least I can say it and be like, Hideo's a self-indulgent developer. He's a smart guy and like he has a creative vision. Like he deserves compliment for what he made. Like I don't want to completely like poo on the game, but it's like. Not as good as you think. This isn't as good as you think it, as people think it is. And that's,
I wonder if
I can think of 50 games I'd rather play than that game.
Do you think he'll ever look older than 15? Hideo Kojima.
Hideo?
Yeah. I don't know how he's doing it.
Maybe at some point, but yeah, he is very youthful for sure.
He looks so, because he's in his 60s, I think.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, dude, he's making NES games back in the day.
We're ripping on a 60-year-old? Now I feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's
61 years old. Oh, let the man make his video games.
But that's my point. He looks incredible for his age. I don't know what he's doing.
This guy was like in his 20s or 30s, and he was like, I'm the best thing ever. It's like, okay. He's in his 60s. He's had a lifelong of successful game development, and he was treated badly by Konami. Sure. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to shit on Hideo anymore.
Well, he's making
his weird games.
He has apparently made
Jeff needs to knock it off.
He apparently made a top 3 game this year that will be an all-time classic, according to everything you're reading these days. Not this one you're playing, but the new one. So we'll see. You know?
So I need to just play Death Stranding 2 and just stop Death Stranding 1.
I mean, that's what everyone keeps saying. I don't know. I'm not gonna play 1, but I will play. I think I will play 2. I'm just too damn curious about it.
What was the Metacritic on Death Stranding 1?
Kind of average to Midland, I think. Let's take a look here and see.
Oh, it was? Okay. If that's the case, and they're saying 2 is like 10s, then I'll play it. But if they said Death Stranding 1 is
Metacritic,
like 10s,
Metacritic is early right now at 89 in Metacritic circles. The original Death Stranding. Hold on a second. 1 second. Death Stranding was sitting at 82. So that's a market increase. And by Metacritic standards, that's pretty high.
Yeah, the user score is like 7.4 as well. So
yeah, I never trust them. Oh, they suck ass.
No, but just like in the aggregate, like because I just assumed Death Stranding 1 got like universal 10s or whatever. But
no.
If that's not the case,
it was controversial at the time.
There's a market difference, then maybe I could see this game being better than it is, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So maybe a sequel makes it good. I'm willing to believe it and maybe even play it. Because I think the story is like, okay, and
does the French actress have the little rubber blue hands on her shoulders like in the new one? Those little
rubber blue hands.
Yeah. Have you seen those?
I'm not super spoiled on Death Stranding 2, so I don't know.
Maybe her old 90-year-old body got too much for her.
So in 1, she just wears a leather suit. Oh, no. That whole thing with the doll, with the blue, no, there's no blue hand.
And the doll isn't in there. It looks like
she has an ash hand, basically.
Oh, really? I love this shit.
In the second one, I'm looking at a picture of this blue hand. Looks like it's a Nash shoulder arm.
Well, there's 2 of them, and
there's 2 of them.
And they move up. They grab things and do things. It's weird. I love it, though.
No, that's not currently. Currently, she just wears a black leather suit. Then when she's about to time travel, spikes grow out of it, and that's about it. So I don't know what the hands are for. Nat
Murphy in the chat says we need a person like Kojima to keep in the game space. It keeps the facade of games as art. Well, I think games are art anyway, but I get his point. We have an auteur. It's him. It's fine. Let him be that guy. It's all right.
Yeah. It's a philosophical thing because when you think about like books and theater and film, and you have auteurs in all those spaces, right?
Right.
But a game is an interactive piece of software. It's not necessarily a narrative vehicle. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Mario has no, can have like Super Mario 1, let's say, maybe there's lore and a story, but there's no story when you play. You can play that thing front to end and just have no clue what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
But like, you want to watch a movie without a story? We have a name for that. It's like a documentary. Even those have stories. Maybe it's just more like there are just visual art film things you can get without narrative.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, you're expecting something, even if it's very withholding, to keep your attention.
Yeah.
And maybe a video, a travel log or something like that. But like, if you're making a video game, it doesn't have to have a story. So just because he does weird stories doesn't mean it's art. Like, there are weird games. There are weird interactive games that you would call high art.
Yeah.
That don't have much of a story to it.
There's going to be some really good emails around this. I'm excited about them. And I don't mean that as a joke.
So. I don't know.
I think people are going to have opinions. People are going to have stuff to say. So.
I'm not mad. Like, it's like
no. I don't think
making games the better. And I'm if he's successful, I'm happy. Like it's
no. I mean, I think it's going to spawn some good conversation. I don't think it's just going to be fanboys freaking out. I think it's going to be.
I definitely rather him making games than some weird corporate office make a gotcha game that's just a money extractor. So like,
there you go.
Yes, this guy's on the good guy team for sure.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that. I just mostly have a problem with Jeff Keighley giving him the Lifetime Achievement Award every year.
It keeps coming up. I love it.
That's mainly where the bad feelings are engendered from. Is that every time we watch the VGAs, I got to listen and be like, just.
And now the most prominent man and the best HJ I ever received behind a dumpster, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cast aspersions.
I think it's just like. I think what it does, because you're doing a show that celebrates all games, is like put him in this exterior superior place where I'm telling you there's probably so many unsung game director heroes that don't look for those accolades that make super fun and addictive games that are much better than what these guys offer. And it's all just like marketing, basically. Like, it's annoying.
Sure. I understand. Truly.
Yeah, but that's how he brings his cow to market. So,
well, the good news is if you go to our website at frogpants.com/core, there's a bunch of ways on there that you can contact us directly, fill out the little contact us form. There's also ways to call the 10hams line, do a voicemail, do a text, whatever you want. We're going to do some of those right now because, damn it, that's what we're here for.
That's a good question.
We got to start with an email from iRock Camaro.
Okay.
I love a Camaro iRock. He's this awesome car. That's literally his email too. But anyway, subject fart night code.
Yeah.
Hey guys, and this is for John mostly. John, do you have a
what a surprise?
Yeah, what a shock. Do you have a creator code for Fortnite yet? I'm about to lay down some serious V-Bucks to get Bob Belcher and Hank Hill for myself for Father's Day. So
I see you got this to me in a timeless manner.
Yeah,
Thanks,
very quickly I got this to you. It's very timely.
Good.
He says, I want you to get a kickback. Father's Day, happy Father's Day to you and Scott. Sorry, Bo, happy child-free life. Well, you never know. Bo may have secret love child out there he's not aware of.
That would probably make Father's Day a sad day. So
I don't know. I went that direction instead of, you never know, Bo could still have a little kid, but instead I went, there's some secret.
Yeah, I called the Bridges and had my sperm delivered. Who knows what happened?
Exactly.
General sperm.
He did say, P.S. I think they should put Darth Vader in for Father's Day with a world's worst dad mug back bling. I assume that's still in Fortnite.
Is Darth Vader the world's worst father?
No.
Because when you think about it, it was his love for his son that finally got him to go, you know what, I've had enough. And he was willing to kill children.
Yeah.
This is a man who was willing to kill little kids, but he cared so much about his son who he never met that he was like, I'll turn it around.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not saying he's a great dad. I'm not saying let's put him on a Mount Rushmore of dads.
Sure. Well, Hitler, I was going to say, would be your better guy, but he never had kids. He never had biological children. So maybe Darth Vader, considering the genocide he committed across the universe, maybe he's the guy.
That's world's worst person. That's not world's worst dad.
Yeah, no. You know what? Good point. Because we're talking about fatherhood here and the relationship directly with the son. There is some redemption in Vader's story anyway around that. So you're right. There are worse dads, way worse dads, in fiction even, just alone.
As Yakuza taught me, I don't believe in bad people, just people making bad decisions.
Yeah.
And eventually, he made a good decision.
So, Immortan Joe, worst dad. He's a piece of shit.
He's a pretty bad dad. Yeah.
Treated his boys like crap.
Is he the worst dad?
He meant the worst, but he's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know. He hated his other kids because none of them could be the right heir, and then the one that looked like it might work.
What about the dad in Barbarian?
Oh, that's a pretty bad dad. Also, that actor's awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah, but it's not world's best actor.
No.
Worst dad. I would posit that the dad in Barbarian is worse than Darth Vader.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Faramir's dad, pretty bad dad.
Chat says Hitler did have kids. No, he didn't. He had no biological children, but there were rumors that he maybe had some shit outside of wedlock, but he has no biological children. His heirs are all nephews and godsons and stuff like that. Anyway, there's that. History. How does it work? Let's move on to this message here. Oh, wait, did we answer his point? Oh, no. Yeah.
Do I have a creator code?
Do you do that?
No. Well, seeing as Scott got this email to me so early, thankfully, no. So
nope.
But you know what? I will go ahead. I do think I'll sign up for it. I did look into it because I was like, what is a creator code? Because this is the second email we've gotten pertaining to it, and I'm on there. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't get one. So maybe I'll go through whatever Epic's process is for that and get it. And if I do that, I'll let you all know.
Okay, fair enough. I just found out something wild. Family legacy. After Hitler's death, there was concerns. Sorry about that. I keep going back to this. About the potential heirs continuing his legacy. Despite the rumors, no confirmed descendants exist today. The last known member of the Hitler family bearing the surname was Paula Hitler. Imagine your name being Paula Hitler.
Oh my God.
Adolf's sister, who died in 1960 without any kids herself. So there's no credible evidence to any other offspring. Anyway, moving on. How about this text from Tom, who says, you guys keep saying Scott has 0 points in the Find the Flaw. Well, I don't now, but...
He's got 2.5 points.
Even this email is late, but only by half a show late. Anyway, but didn't he get a point for knowing the NES light gun was Zapper, not Blaster?
Okay, this is testing my memory, which is not always the best, most reliable tool in the world. I believe Scott said he knew that one, but I think Bo beat him to it, is the thing that happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember either.
So you're like, oh, I knew that, but I got it.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
that's what
that
happened.
is one he knew, but I'm pretty sure that Scott got his point after Bo.
Right,
So-
and then it should never count from. I'm never gonna fight for this idea that I should be able to go, oh, I knew that, and then I should somehow get credit for knowing that. I mean, Bo got it first,
Well, because it's a race. It's whoever gets
Right.
it
It's
first.
usually
That's
whoever
why
gets
you gotta
the first.
buzz in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So
I think
fully-
you might have gotten misdirected by something else, and then I stepped in.
Yeah.
If memory serves, it could be wrong.
It's completely
But
possible.
we're all tied up now.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm glad- I'm
it's a
glad Tom's
heated
looking out for you.
competition once
Yeah,
again.
no, it's nice, right? To just know that we have a listener who's got my back a little bit. It's nice. I appreciate it.
And don't worry, now that we're even, 2.5 each,
Yeah,
competition's on for next week.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fierce. And I don't have to tailor it towards anybody. So look forward to next week's letter about Resident Evil. 'Cause that's what
Holy
I'm
But wasn't
shit.
part of the reason you did this was also because a lot of the trivia skewed more Final Fantasy, which is like more my way than Scott's way.
That is true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm very
A lot of
limited
a
in my
lot of
knowledge.
the more recent was just for your love of Final Fantasy, and I've played my fair share, but I don't know that Scott hasn't played his fair share.
No, I played enough
I
to know.
always base
Yeah.
it on things I'm playing
Yeah.
or things I'm watching.
Okay.
So there was a lot of Final Fantasy because I was playing Final Fantasy and the YouTube algorithm slapped a couple interesting Final Fantasy videos in front of me. I watched the worst shout out to the channel. I'll give it a shout out. There's a channel called Final Fantasy Union, which does amazing Final Fantasy content. They did a video called The Worst Abilities in Every Final Fantasy. And they basically went from 1 to 16 and it was like, this is the worst ability in each of them. And for Final Fantasy 1, they chose the drink command. And I was like, what the hell is the drink command? And I found it so shocking that I was like, I'm going to base a Dear Martha on that. So it's usually because of either content I'm watching or what I'm actually playing. And I sit back and go, oh, or if it's just big in the news, like we did Mario Kart stuff because I was thinking about Mario Kart because the Switch 2 came out.
Sure, that makes
So
sense.
that's where they come from. So yeah, I mean, if you want to prep, Resident Evil seems highly likely for next week.
Okay, keep your eyes. Oh, I always have a sense of what you're doing during the week, so it's a good hint for us. Doesn't always give us points, as I've shown, but you know,
It's because I start the show notes like 10 minutes after the show ends.
yeah, there'll be new show notes up like today. They'll be started.
Here's what I played.
Yeah.
I got to get it in there.
Yeah, gotta write it in there. All right.
Forget.
A quick note to our fine folks at home about all that contact stuff. Again, if you go to the website, you will find plenty of ways to contact us. Like I said, the 10hams line is linked there. That is 10hams.com. Do voicemails, do texts. And if you'd rather email us, you can do that directly at talktothecore@gmail.com or go to the website and use our little contact form. Super easy. No problem. We don't keep anybody's email. We don't sell your info. We just want you to come and be a part of the family. So check it out again, frogpants.com/core. We have some new patrons to talk about. It's been a good week. I don't know what's going on out there. Something in the water. But a bunch of new people joined us, and I'm going to give you their names right now. Chris, Corey Bartlett, Nathan Jenkinson, Danny Check. That's a great name. Hey, talk to Danny Check. Woo!
Hey.
Joe Harden, Jeremy Peck, John Saunders, Lee Faulkner. I knew a guy named Saunders, and I punched his cow in the nose once. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, you've told this story, and honestly, that's not a brag.
It's not. We shouldn't have been doing
That's
it.
a classic.
You shouldn't punch a cow in the face.
Yeah,
we still have the mashup for that one.
We were kids. Probably somewhere. We were kids. We were dumb kids. We didn't know. And he was the a-hole was Saunders because he was I'm not going to excuse my behavior that I helped throw. Oh, he's the one that punched him. I didn't punch the cow. We threw the little the cubes they eat. They're like grass cubes. We were hucking them at the cow. But he was the one that would punch the cow in the nose and get snot everywhere, or lure it over to the electric fence so that it got electrocuted. That was
Oh
on
my
him.
God.
This is kind of worse.
He was a butthole.
I am not as worried about my son now because I've heard this story.
I mean, teenagers just do dumb shit, but he was actually kind of a psycho, and later ended up going to jail for some stuff that I will not mention.
That
Shocking.
Not shocking based on the story.
No.
You've told so
and I
far.
kept going, is it because he punched the cow? I used to be sure that if you punched a cow, it just meant a lifetime of trouble. But anyway.
I think it does. I think that's...
Yeah, I think
It's fair.
If you look at a cow and you go, you know what that cow
unwarranted-
needs? A good punch in the nose. I think you're at least heading down roads. at
Actually
that point.
doing actual animal cruelty. Not just talking about it, but actually engaging in animal cruelty.
a huge red flag.
Usually a precursor for other problems.
Yeah, huge red flag. At least in my mind,
But
I justified the cubes because it was well, this is food. It's like someone throwing food at me.
This is food.
Yeah.
This is like getting hit by food.
Yeah, like
Who wouldn't
burgers.
want that?
I'm getting hit by burgers and hot dogs. I love it. Let's go.
Well, anyway, as Yakuza taught me, though,
Yeah.
it's not bad people. It's bad decisions.
It taught me that being in a diaper and a grown person is okay. Just have your own kink.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
you know what that guy taught me? That guy taught me that being a parent is hard.
right. Oh, there you go. It is, but I think you're up to the task. I stopped at this person. Lee Faulkner is the next guy. Zach May, Taylor Russell, and David Brown. That is a big list of people, and we are very, very grateful to have you guys on board.
So much for joining. We love that you're here.
Yep, you have no idea how much it means to us. Or maybe you have an idea because we just told you, but we're loving that you're here. You'll get no commercials or ads of any kind. You get that awesome Patreon feed, which means none of that stuff. Pre-show content every week. You get monthly art in the mail from me. Just send out a new one. And host specials on the monthly. Bo just put one up all about Magic the Gathering. If you haven't checked it out, you should.
And John just posted one too. It was pretty close back to back about
That's true.
Claire
shit.
Obscure.
Yeah.
Claire Obscure. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Clara
forgot.
Obscura is what we
Which,
call it.
if you enjoyed that game, a great way to unwind is to talk about it with other people. Hopefully, one of these days, John and I get the Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah,
teased that a
we
long
gotta
time ago. That's true.
We tease it a lot, but
Now I got to play it again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like, what the hell
Yeah.
happened?
What
to
was
my
that game? What are we doing there? Well, anyway, more of that coming down the pipe. So if you want to be a part of that, check it out. Patreon.com/core show. Like I said, everything else is at frogpants.com/core. We'll now get out of here with Grandma giving us a breakdown of all the games we played. Grandma, take it away.
All right, well, they played games. They usually do. And you didn't pay attention, so,
They
yes, we know, Grandma. Jesus.
so here they are. Here's what you want to know.
All
You
right.
need a coffee, Grandma?
Scott played and beat Red Faction Gorilla. He didn't write it down, tried to trick me, still remembered it like a steel trap, baby.
Nice.
He also played Satisfactory, Offroad Mania. He talked about Soulstone Survivors, Rogue Trader, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. He talked about them very quick, but they were in there.
Yep.
John played Resident Evil, and then he played the Resident Evil remake because there's something wrong with his brain that says if you play one, you got to play them all, I guess. He played A Building Full of Cats 2. You didn't have to go back and play A Building Full of Cats 1 for that. Where's your deep lore appreciation for the building of cats? He also, his wife bought him cards. She's very nice. Bo struggled with Death Stranding and seems to continue to dominate his thoughts and mind.
Yeah.
But that's the game he talked about for as long as I've lived.
Excellent.
Bo also,
Sorry.
he played Valheim and Nightreign.
Yeah.
That's your Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And then he played Magic. He played it on his computer.
That's right.
That's what he did.
Yeah, don't forget. These are all really good things. And they're also listed in our show notes. So if you missed any of those, I will make sure those are there. We like to be redundant here on the show. Give you guys lots of reasons to know the information and take it with you.
We like to be redundant.
Yeah, we like redundancy, unless it means you're getting fired. But
we like redundancy and inefficiency and
notoriety. Yeah, and core value. There you go. Core value.
Core value.
I said poor value.
Oh, shit. Well, we got that wrong.
Now it's a new branding.
Yep, take that, world.
Should we rebrand core to poor?
Let's do it.
Poor. That'll be our Magic the Gathering card
yeah, exactly.
podcast.
Yeah. Welcome to Poor. P-O-R-E. Check it out. Available now. That's it for us. Thanks for watching. Come back next week and go play some games. I want to hear about all the stuff you're playing this week. All right? All right. We'll see you next time.
Hello, I'm a tailor, and your pant size is frog. You're always welcome at frogpants.com.